All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit Football channel. If you're new, please do make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and share. And if you're a big fan of the channel, keep on doing the great work. And if you're a fan of the older channel, just make sure you resubscribe. You get me? So thanks very much for being here. So today, we are going to be talking Waterhouse in the Concacaf League. We're going to break down everything for you. We're going to talk about the additional team. Luckily, it's coming from Canada, so Africans will be here to break that down as well. And we are going to be going on the quest to find the next Jamaican players to make the national team, and we're comfortable with them. So we're going to properly assess this one and pick off some of the players that can actually make the team. We already have Stefan in the house. Big up Stefan. How are you doing? Hope all is well with the fam. What happened to the old channel? Stefan, you never heard? What's up, man? I so much people never heard, man. The channel got shut down. Somebody hacked the channel via the email, and we never got it back. But we have to move on with the job, because that we work has to continue. So we had to move on, and luckily we moved on because we never got it back on time. At all, we never got it back at all. So if we were there waiting for weeks, we wouldn't have actually gotten it, and that's a big problem there. But we have done this and the WeMaxit channel, so we are looking back like we are going good places. So we just keep on working, and hopefully it turn out good for us in the end. All right, so make sure you just smash the like button and share as well. All right, we're gonna go through a few things. On both teams, and then I will try and give you the starting lineup. But I'm just trying to share it now so people can turn up if they do get the link. All right, so 1 second, guys. Give me a little second. Let me just share it right here. All right, so all right. All right, that's good. All right. Must have been the JFF. I don't know, Stefan, and I don't really try to force myself into that. I don't even bother care much about it. I just move on because I thought that it still taught me a lot of lessons. So at the end of the day, I've paid dearly for a lesson, and I'm okay with that, man. So let me just stay to the football, guys. So as you know, Waterhouse what happened to them? They went into the CCCC, but they struggled to come into a official position, and then they came. What I think it was fourth. They came in one of the positions that they had to play the joint winner of the next competition coming in. The Club Shield Championship, they won that one, and it puts them back into the Concacaf League. From the Concacaf League now, if you have qualified throughout the stretch, you're going to get a chance to go back into the Concacaf Champions League as well. So this is a good thing for them to play for. It's not a joke thing. It's a good thing for them to play for. But at the flip side now, most of these players might have a chance to make the national team this time around, because the national team will have a little spell where in which they are going to have a few friendlies in a tournament that we talked about. And it's not going to be on FIFA dates. So that will give them an opportunity for them to dig up a few of these players and put in there. And you never may know. If you can show a glimpse of your talent, you might ended up reaching places. You get me? So that's why I said this is the quest of finding a few reggae boys. So we're going to try and properly assess it this time around and see where it can take us. You understand me? Yes. Then we have Tuffy Rudy said, bless up, bless up, bless up to you, man. And we have Nathan, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. It's the Concacaf version of Europa League. Yes, man, it is something, Yes. So anyways, but glad to see you back, Stefan. I never knew that you weren't subscribed. So make sure you go over to the WeMaxit channel and subscribe as well. So this is the article that they've actually put forward. 2022 SCL kickoff as debutants. Pacific faced Waterhouse. Pacific is a Canadian club. We're going to get into that, but we're going to try and chop it up because I was surprised. They just started and all of a sudden they have good programs, you know? Yes. Miami, Florida, the sixth edition of the Scotiabank Concacaf League kicks off kicks off this Tuesday with debutant Pacific FC and of Canada taking on Jamaican side Waterhouse in the first leg of the 2020 SCL preliminary round at Sabina Park Stadium in Kingston. Jamaica, yeah, Pacific became just the second team from the Canadian Premier League to appear in the tournament after breaking the 3-year run from Forge FC. Pacific defeated Forge 1-0 in the 2021 CPL final to punch their ticket to their first ever CONCACAF tournament. All right, so it's not a joke team, guys. Mexican FW Diaz will be one of the ones to watch on the Canadian side. We are going to detail all of those players. Having already scored 10 goals last season in the CPL, another player from Waterhouse to contend, which will be playmaker Marco Bastos, sorry, who has 6 assists in their 2021 domestic campaign. The SCL is familiar territory for the Caribbean side. Waterhouse appeared in the 2019 and 2020 edition, making a run to the quarterfinals in the 2019 tournament, eliminating 2018 champions Aridiano of Costa Rica along the way in a penalty shootout in the round of 16. Waterhouse are also not far removed from the last May's 2020 Floor CONCACAF Caribbean Club Championships when they won the group before finishing fourth place. So it was fourth place they have actually finished. The Jamaicans had to overcome 2022 CONCACAF Caribbean Club Shield winners Bayamon FC of Puerto Rico to reach the 2022 SCL in the SCL playoff. And they did so in style with a 4-0 victory over them. But the 4-0 victory never really tell the trueness of the game. So we have been watching a lot of 4-0 that did not tell the trueness of the game. Because in that game, Bayerman really dominated the first half. Andre Leslie notched a hat-trick in that victory. And with over FCCCC goal scorer Cardell Benbow and Devroy Gray in the mix, Waterhouse will fancy their chances to protecting their home style on Tuesday. So let me know what say you guys on that conversation. To state that you think that Waterhouse will protect their home style, let me know. We're going to try our best to go through both teams. All right. Waterhouse, this is the Waterhouse team that we have. We have Bembo, that you know, Leslie, that they just talked about, Bradford, Moulton. We saw Moulton as well. Williams, Owil, we saw him in the national team. We have Beadle as well, Messam, Gray, Wilson, D. Thomas, Fletcher, James, Stewart, Dunkley, Reed, Simpson, Binns, Ricketts, R. Thomas, again, you saw him in the national team. R. Blake, you saw him as well. M. Cockin, Edwards, K. Campbell, Nash, N. Campbell, and Foster here, and you have Chambers as well, and you have R. Watson. So you know all of these goalkeepers. I'm sure you guys know all of these goalkeepers because they are from under 20, come straight up to the national team there. All right, and then when you look at the Pacific team, I never knew that some of their players are so costly. Market value, very good, and a lot of their players. Irvin in goal, market value 200,000. Gazdov, 50, 18-year-old. Dedik, 27. Samaka, 25. That Ains, Mavila, and Dada Luke, Makum Biloa, right back 22. So they have a mixture of young players in the team. And to be honest, they have good values. They have good values. So that simply means the Canadian League is jumping, man. Damn. So as you can see here, we're gonna try and go through their results right now. Yes. Jason, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Pacific FC is the defending champions. They defeated an MLS team last year. They are sneaky. Good. Well, what we're seeing here, they're sneaky expensive. Comparing to the Waterhouse team, so they ain't a walkover. So when we're looking at it to say that Waterhouse must can get over them, boy, it's not go so easy, you know. But anyways, look at Waterhouse run, because remember Waterhouse played some games lately. All right, so when this is in May 31st, Waterhouse played Tivoli, Vega Real the 22, Mount Pleasant. They played on June 2nd, Jamalco on June 7th, Arborview on June 10th, Arnett on June 12th. And now we are on June 26th, your time, 27th, my time. All right. So let me know, guys, if you think that extra little those couple days would cause problems for the Waterhouse team. Oh, and they did play Arborview on the 27th. So Arborview on the 27th and the 30th. So the 30th, hold on there. Okay, all right, no problem. The last game they played, it's the 3rd of July. The 3rd of July is the last game they played. Yes, the 3rd of July is the last game they have played. We are still at the 27th of July. We are still at the 27th of July. So that simply means they have not played a game for a while. So let me know if you think that will give them extra rust, or you think they are okay with that amount of weeks off. Let me know, guys. So let me look at the Pacific to see when last they have actually played games. All right, so Pacific, the last time they have actually played game. All right, so Pacific played Calvary the 23rd. So they have played game last week, you know. So
Yeah.
they are definitely up a little bit more fitter. Okay. All right. So see and boy, and big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right. So definitely it looks like that's one problem I might find with the Waterhouse team. They might lack a little bit of match sharpness because they are not playing from the third. So hopefully they got enough time to get out there, you know. You have to make sure they prepare. Hopefully they do prepare. So we have Sean Base, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Then we have for being full, checking in, big up, big up. All right, so the man might check in, make sure to hit the like button, guys. Let us see if we can aim for 100 likes on this one. We are at 20 already, thanks very much. Let us see if we can aim for 100 likes on this and 1,000 views on this one, and make sure we try to get 50 subscribers, because you can't tell me that we can't find 50 of our 450 of our old subscribers to subscribe within 2 days. To see if we can hit the 1,000 mark within 2 days. Yes, so Africans, tell me a little bit about this Pacific team. All right, look at Africans as
So I
Africans
forgot to
away.
unmute myself. Yes. No, so this specific team is interesting. They probably won since the beginning of the league, the CPL here, the Canadian Premier League. Probably a top 4 team there, but just recently won the championship, which is why they're here. So this team, one of the better fan bases as well here. In terms of players you can look out for, a couple names that I've enjoyed watching, kind of keep an eye on this year. Marco Bustos, who plays a little bit more as that winger slash midfield attacking winger there. Andre Didic, another player to keep a eye on from there. They do play a little bit faster. Their coach was used to play for well, their old coach did. Now he's coaching in MLS Pro down in the States. So they were able to transition from that well here. But a good team, players coming up. Another interesting player to keep a look, because I see him there, depending on how much time he gets. Cameron Habibullah, you would have seen a little bit of him at the male U20s at Concacaf. He's a Vancouver prospect, but then he's on loan at the CPL for there, and I think that's a thing you start to see with MLS teams that they've started to do is they send a lot of their youth players on loan to the CPL so they can get game time and experience. So you'll see a lot of youth. You'll see Andres Diaz, who's a nice Mexican striker who's been playing very well, but you're going to see a nice mix of youth players and a few veterans here. But I think players to keep an eye on, other than players like Jamar Dixon, you have Michael Baldissimo, good player, good defender in that aspect. But again, keep an eye out for Marco Bustos as well as Cameron Habibul if he gets the start, which I think I'll go see if they put up the entrance. But I'd say look out for him. He'd be a good
I'm
player
gonna
to
put
keep
up
an eye on.
the start. I'm gonna put up the starting 11 here if they do have
Mhm.
it. Yes, but based on what you're saying, dear Africans, I love what you said. But I saw people here are valuing 450,000 and 400,000, and I would assume that other teams in the league have as the same because you said some of them coming over on loan and all sort of thing. Maybe not these guys, but some of them still coming over on loan. So what that says about the league? Because we heard that it just start, right? So how is
Yeah,
it they are
it's a
just blowing up so fast?
I think there's a degree with this league. What they've done is essentially allowed a lot of their players to be seen. And it's turning into, and I think the league has to decide if it wants to be a big league or if it just wants to be a transition development league where you come maybe play for a couple years, get seen, and then move across, right? We've had about 3 or 4 players who've moved just recently. William Akio, I know if you know the player who stopped the goal from going in, him and his brother just went over the Scottish Premiership from Valor as well as Calvary, who are 2 and 5 in the league, respectfully. So this league is turning into a league where if you come there, you can get seen and you can be bought, and then you can move over. So I think that's what's kind of helped the value. The pace has been good. It is a small league, so you do get a lot of these games. But what has helped is especially getting into these tournaments here. You saw that happen with Forge a lot. Forge qualified through this route to the Concacaf Championship. They're the team in Ontario and Hamilton, and Pacific has the opportunity to do that. So within the games that they have, plus the Canadian Championship, which is actually being played tonight between Vancouver and Toronto FC, there's a lot of opportunities to be seen, and it's a young, fast league that gives these players the opportunity to really be seen and to continue to develop there. So I think that's what helps in terms of their value. And a lot of these players are coming from either their academies or they're looking for somewhere to get some playing time to be seen and move over and kind of be seen on that aspect. So the league has done a good job to foster that. They do have a U21 rule, which I think for the time being is acceptable. But I think at some point the league doesn't have, because the teams are modeled more from an MLS standpoint, they're all franchises. So they need to actually develop their academies and have an emphasis on that. But for the time being, I think that's going to last for me maybe one more year where I'd say, yeah, you can have a U21 rule where you need to have minute requirements, but you need to put the emphasis on development, which means building academies, bringing players through. And some teams have talked about it. The team in Halifax has a U23 that plays some games. There's talk with the team that's partnered with Atletico Madrid, Atletico Ottawa, of them potentially starting a U23 type team where they can play maybe in some of the lower leagues in Ontario. But yeah, I think they've given youth players, the CPL has given a lot of young players the opportunities to be seen, but now it's about them trying to get to develop. But for what they've done so far, it is surprising, but it's a good feather in the cap for Canadian football to show kind of they've always had talent and they are able to attract talent in terms of bringing players in.
Okay, okay. We have the starting lineup here. Thanks everyone that came through. Make sure to subscribe, guys. We want to get at least 50 subscription on this video. We want to reach 600 subscribers here. Yeah, we are on 550, so we are doing good. Thanks very much for the continuous patient with me. Yes, patience with me. Yeah. Jason said, hopefully Waterhouse played more practice games than Reggae Girls. Well, I don't know. Will Fuzzy be the coach tonight? Of course, of course. Then we have Umzo checking in. Big up yourself, Umzo. Said, JD, was at the gym earlier. Had to get my bench and squats. Getting ready for the derby. History of Africans. How good is Pacific side? Decent side based on, I remember we have to add context. So, all right, you answer Africans and then we can go into the starting
Mhm.
11 and the players them to watch.
Mhm. I think Pacific has been the surprise. They lost a few of their better players to TFC as well as forge, so an MLS and squad, and for them to be in second here, it speaks to their coaching. They just promoted their assistant and they're there. But this is the defending champion of the CPL. This is why they're here. They won the league last year over Forge FC, the Hamilton team, who has pretty much been consistently the top team in the CPL. So they earned their spot here, and they are a good side. I think some of us are surprised to how well they are playing this year. But no, this is not a team that just showed up. This team definitely belongs here, and hopefully we'll be able to see a good showing of that in this game today.
All right. So we have the starting 11 from Waterhouse. So you have Kemar Foster, which I think he's going to be one of the players them to look out for the Jamaica national team. So I'll put Reggae Boy here. Players to watch. Obviously, the last time he made some little errors, so people will criticize him. But Kemar Foster will be one that you have to put on the list. Players to look at. He's familiar with the surrounding, so we will be watching him Foster. Then you have David Edwards, Malik Cockins, Javan James, and Denardo Thomas, Keedy Simpson, Ramon Oil, which I think is going to be a next one. Obviously, a lot of people don't fancy him, but this is not the main team. This is just a fringe team that they have to put together. So we have to look at it nonetheless. So Ramon Oil, Familia, Elvis Wilson, in it, and Damian Binns, maybe an next player that might get a little chance. Shaquille Bradford, I think they could look at him as well. And then you have Devry Gray coming in. Wow. So I would put Shaquille Bradford on it. Where is Benbow on this one? Let me see if he's still injured or something. Or they're just benching him because maybe this team they're taking it different. All right, so Benbow not in his team. Michael Payton, Ramon Blake, Davan Dunkley, Gregory Messam, Zane Ilton, Andre Leslie, Devante Walker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's perfectly fine then. All right, so and then you have for the Callum Irvin in goal, and then sometimes it's not organized. So um Macum Belwa in the team. You have Thomas in the team here. I have Amir Dedik in the team because sometimes their position is not okay because of what you call it, a Concacaf. Sometimes they do mix it up. Jamar Dixon in the team. Manuel in the team. Giovanni, no, Gianni Dos Santos. Okay. Marco Bustos. Then you have Dada Luke. And they have Diaz, and you have Joshua Hurd here. So you had Bustos on it. You gave me Bustos already to look out for.
Yes.
Who else we should add to the list?
I think Diaz is having a good season as well, the striker, the 9. So I'd say keep an eye out for him. Jamar Dixon is veteran, always has had his ups and downs this year, but always a good player. Consistent performances coming through. Zenot, I agree. And so I think Diaz, the striker, Bustos there, and then keep an eye on Jamar Dixon. I think that's a good 3 players to keep an eye on there.
All right, good. All right, so at Africans Pacific will slap Waterhouse. Okay, all right, that's what Zenat says. All right, good lord. Who are the players to watch from Waterhouse that might get a call up? I have Kemar Foster, Ramon Oil, and Shaquille Bradford in this listing. You can have add a few more that we saw played from straight through the CCCC. You know, I'm trying to just look at some of them that I saw played and base my analysis on that. But obviously, other persons that saw them played in the Premier League, the JPL, can add to it and tell me who you think should get a call up in the team. I think maximum you would have to look for is 3 to 4 players here. Maybe maximum stretch 6. If you want to stretch it, advance 6 players. You know, because the other players them in the JPL not playing. You understand me? And that should factor in the selection. Brian Burke in the house, big up, thanks for being here. So based on all of that, and it's a two-legged game, guys. They have to go back there and play Pacific in Canada as well, right, Africans?
Yes, that's on
Yes.
August 2nd. They're playing that game August 2nd.
So August 2nd, they have to play that return leg. So that
Yeah,
means Jamaica can't, Waterhouse, sorry about Jamaica, but Waterhouse can't leave out here with a minus, like a 1-0 loss. It's not going to turn out good
yeah,
for Waterhouse at all if they do leave with that, you know. And if they don't lose the game or whatever the situation is, and players don't perform, that is a next loss for them, because that is a chance to get some players in the national team at this point for these friendlies. And you never may know, they might be seen by one of these teams and they want to buy them. So you never may know how far it can actually go.
that's
All
true.
right.
That's true.
Did JFF put out any list yet for the Austrian tournament? I heard people saying that a number of people, but I'm just watching football and looking at actual people that's doing something. You understand me? Yes, and then I
Are
can.
you talking about the Austrian tournament that's supposed to have Jamaica, Ghana, and another team in it?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. That one, the
Yes.
one that every Ghanaian's like, it's not real. It's not happening. So
Yes, the
we'll
Ghanaians and
see.
putting out on video talking about the fake Jamaican team. I saw it. I laughed till I nearly died. I said, okay. It's just a second string team where in which we can get some people to get exposure, because maybe this is the way they are trying to use it. Again, fast track the process of trying to just get some people overseas fast enough so they can develop. Because the overseas has better programs, maybe that's what they are trying to deal with it. But I think it's going to be a good experience. I'm going to watch the entire tournament, and hopefully Jamaica can put on a good showing. But we have to just watch these teams and see how good they are, and some of the players are how far they have actually evolved, and then we know where they are going, because a lot of these players from the Canadian team, they are out here looking to come and prove something. As what African said, some of them trying to go out there and get and come and loan, because they might have an MLS club and they want to prove themselves in MLS club. So they have a lot of things. So most of these Jamaican guys have to just try to prove to get into the national team. It's tough to get into the national team, but you have to just try. You have to just try. Whoa,
No, it's true.
Ghana doesn't even know about it. Okay,
No,
so
no. It's not that Ghana doesn't know about it. It's based off the information presented. Ghana it's not real. That's how Ghanaians and the people that I interact with and I follow are looking at it, saying it's not real, because that Ghana is trying to play European teams before the World Cup. They're not, and that's the messaging from their FA. They're trying to play European teams to prepare for the World Cup. They're not trying to play any other teams, because they've not played a European team to prepare. So they've played Asian teams, they played South American teams. They need to play European teams. Their FA has said that. So a tournament with Jamaica wouldn't give them much value, and that's kind of the sound that is coming from there. So I'd say potentially prepare, just because the sources that are telling me that, potentially prepare for either good news that it's happening or that it's not happening. That's kind of how I looks at it. To put that
okay,
in
okay.
context, yeah. Mhm.
So you think it have a possibility of not happening? That's what you're saying?
I do. I do. Yeah, I do.
Jesus Christ. So why we can always come up with them some stories and then the games them don't happen? Jesus Christ.
Hey, but hey, JD, my prediction record is spotless, as you know, so you should trust everything I say. But no, I think just how, again, just the sources that we usually follow for Ghanaian football, where it is, because of where it is, I find I don't know if it's going to actually happen. When matches are coming, there's always a lot of smoke, but then the fire is somewhere else, right? A prime example of that would be Canada and their friendlies. The day before they announced their friendlies, the Paraguayan coach was saying they have a friendly set up with Canada. And then Canada is playing Qatar and someone else, but not Paraguay. So I don't think the first set of news is usually the best news. It's always the second set for me that I always look at. So I'm mentally prepared to not have to do a stream where Ghana plays Jamaica because I don't think it's going to happen. But again, that's just my opinion on what I've seen and researched.
Okay, okay. So guys, you're hearing that Africans believe that the tournament might not happen. That's weird because the timing just looked off because the timing that we were trying to play the game was outside of FIFA window, and it looks like we have to chop and change and force players in and all of those stuff. But I would love for it to continue because the federation seems to not having much money, and they want the opportunity to showcase players. So I guess it would have been a two-edged sword, so they would get enough money back in the federation, and they would have
Mm.
got their chance to show some players, so we will know how good they are, yes. So basically we are showing some ads here. They're saying that it's still 50-50, even though they are inside. Even though they are literally inside Jamaica, they're still giving it 50-50. So I don't know what they have saw from Pacific to think that Pacific can just come here and tie up with Waterhouse. Wow. So that's how good they are, Africans.
Yeah. I don't. I think with this, it comes with this matchup here, Pacific and Waterhouse. I think it's unfamiliarity in terms of where both leagues rank. I don't know where the CPL ranks in the greater scheme of Concacaf. To be honest, in my humble opinion, I think it's probably higher than what the JPL is. But then within that, you're dealing
Really?
with two. My
Damn.
humble opinion.
No, no, I don't care about your only opinion. It's sad because how long you guys start that league? So how is it that you guys can just jump from one level to straight up to better than our league? That's
Well,
we need to have after this game we are gonna have to patch the review in a separate video. We have to come with the review in a separate video, maybe tomorrow when other people maybe available, and we're gonna do a review on it because we have to talk about your league. How is it your league start improving so drastically faster? Look how it's the JPL is around a 1 billion years. When I'm a kid 20 years ago, um the JPL was still a thing, and maybe it was the Red Stripe League at the time, but it was still a thing. So, how is it you just jump and you have players 500,000 market values? Obviously, that is not a clear indicator how good the players are, but at least if a man wants to spend 500,000 on one, it's better than spending 50,000 on one. You understand me? More likely, a
mhm,
500,000 talent will be better than a 50,000 talent. You
yeah.
know?
No,
So, but
yeah, definitely. I think when it comes to the conversation in CPL, and we could have an in-depth conversation, we won't have that today. For, it's not a perfect league. For some of the things it does well, aka showcasing its players well, getting it there, it has issues in terms of how it's structured. And I think in that sense, the problem with any league in Canada is travel, right? So you're traveling the equivalent of what teams do in the Champions League, but that's for your regular season games. But that's just because the size of Canada overall. But I think there are things that it's done well. There are things I don't like that it does. But one of the things that it has done well, it's been able to at least showcase its young players and get them to a point where they can be moved or give young players the opportunity of that experience of minutes, right? You're seeing players who are able to come through. The money to spend, yeah, that's something I don't like because there's a lot of implications about the money. And I recorded a podcast where I said I don't want to talk about Canada soccer labor disputes right now because it can easily trigger me for arguments for years. But there are things promoting its young players and giving them the opportunity has worked well for it. And I think that is one of the things that if you're a club and you are looking for players, you're looking for untapped markets, you're looking for gems, right? Let's not pretend if you look at Canada, right? Alfonso Davies was sold for 11 million, right?
Mhm.
Which was a lot back then, but in the greater scheme of things is not that much. So if you can find a player like that in a Canadian league, whether it's an MLS team or the CPL, maybe you can get them a little bit going at a smaller rate than say having to get someone else from another country who will push up that transfer price, or you have to play the English tax, the American tax, the Mexican tax, whatever you have it, because they're those players and they're trying to make a profit off of it. Canada, to a degree, they're selling players, and it's a very simplistic way of looking at it. I know there's more that goes into it, but they've done a good job of making that platform for their players. So I give them credit for that.
Okay, okay. Umzo said, I agree with Africans. It makes no sense for Ghana to play Jamaica B team getting ready for the World Cup. So, or is it Ghana will be having Ghana will not have their best players either, because some of the Ghana's players are in main windows as well, right?
So yeah, so having it out the outside of the FIFA window, it was like the first thing for me where I was like, this something's fishy here. But even then, getting other players, Ghana has, I can confidently say, Ghana has the talent to field a team that could probably beat whatever Jamaican side they put out there. That's the Ghanaian, that's the arrogance, that's where it is. But I don't think this makes sense for Ghana overall because that's more players. That means you taking more players from the local league, bringing them there, and then giving your other team, your senior team, which is having new players come in every 2 weeks. It feels like you need to give them more opportunities to actually gel in camp. So I don't know if that's the best usage of their time. Yes, 3 matches is great, but really 2 to 1, and you only have a 2 match window there. I think they're best suited finding another set of games in Europe where they can actually get their European players together and run it through.
Okay. Patrick Riley said money. Umza said Canada are willing to spend money. JD. Okay, okay, okay. Well. That might be a good thing, guys. We are 29 minutes away from the start of the game. If you just come in, please do smash the like button and make sure to subscribe so you don't have to resubscribe again. Because remember, our main channel is down, so make sure to subscribe. We're looking 50 subscribers today. We don't know if we can go 50. I think we got one since we came on. So I think we're not doing a good job. We need 50. So we need 49 more people to subscribe. But as long as we're here for each 3 hours, people will find us and do that great honor. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What you think will happen today? I'm going for a safe bet. I think I'm gonna give a 1-1 game. I think it's gonna be more than that, but I want to say 1-1 because it looks like the Pacific team. They are giving them high rating. Waterhouse team, we saw that Benbow internet. Obviously, it's not a Benbow team only. And I saw how Fuzzy plays, and I think they can tough it out and get something out of it. But one thing I don't like is the fact that they stopped played from the 3rd of June. That's a long time. If not the second,
Mm.
because I've realized that I'm on a 7 hours difference. So yeah, it's sad. It's sad. So that's the only thing for me. But if they can get a good result and a good showing, definitely I want to pick a few players that can work in the national program. Then we have Shana Key, the big boss, said big up to Imaxit family. Yes, man, the family small and I get large video by video. So we still have back a big superstar family here. Yes, man, but we have to work back from scratch. Yes.
Mm.
But thanks for being here. Shanaki. So Africans, let me hear. Let me put JD result right beside it, and guys, make sure to give your take on the result. All right, what you think will happen? So Mr. Africans, what you think? I'm gonna put Africans right here. Yes, I think you're
I
good to it.
I will
Yeah.
I will rate this Canadian side just because they are in form. They're in season. They're playing well. The travel may hit them a bit, so I'm wondering how the coach is going to handle substitutions and fatigue for that. But I see I see this game ending 3-1 for Pacific. I think I think
Jesus Christ,
I think I
Africans.
think I look. I'm going to ride with my CPL side, okay? Because I have nothing to fear here. I have
All
the
right,
only
so
disadvantage is that they're
one.
traveling. So they're going from the West Coast all the way to Jamaica. That's the one thing I'm wondering how they'll be able to handle that. But I think right now this team
So
is
so
playing
guys,
well.
African says he's gonna come here and use the Pacific for muddy waters a little bit more. That would not be good. Oh my God, Africans. All right. Umza said, JD, if you had to pick one young Waterhouse player to watch that has the talent to move up to the next level, who would it be? Just one. Boy, I don't know as yet, I don't know as yet, I still need to watch Waterhouse a little bit more because the last games them never really do it justice. Last game was, but remember, um, I said July 3rd, right? I never said July 3rd. But the
You,
problem is, he said I said June. I thought I meant July 3rd. Um, but it's the 27th. No, it's the 26th on your side, and it was the second on your side, but it was the third on my side because I'm 7 hours difference. Then Erica Bygrave says she want the link to the game. Erica Bygrave, you can just type in Concacaf YouTube channel, and you will find the channel there, and it will be there. All right. I will try and see if we can get other locations where you can watch it as well. All right. Yes. Thanks for being here, Erica. Hope all is well with you. Firehouse will dry up the Pacific FC. All right. So, Eddie, confident. So, guys, if you're confident, man, it's a horse a night and we don't see anybody a comment. People need to put some comments, man. All right. If you're not pass through, and put some comments and talk. You get me? I wonder if because I don't know, most of them lost the battle of the lies that they told me. So they're in their feelings when I come and call them out, Yes. But the real ones them come up. We see all of the real ones them. Guys, give me some score prediction. Yes, but Africans, the 3-1 lost to Pacific. What that would have said for the previous champions for Jamaica. That would not spell good for Jamaica at all. Because what level you put these players on in the Canadian setup?
I don't. I don't know if there's a player within this team, for example, that could the Pacific players who could maybe make. I think again, Cameron Habibullah, who's on the bench for this team, played U20 for Canada. Right, that's the closest that we've got to anything in terms of actual playing time for Canada recently. Right, so if I'm looking at the roster, I mean, Bustos is a player that we think if he gets another move, maybe he might get a look. If he moves to maybe another league, but there's conversations for that everywhere. I don't know if I would say anyone here is close. I think you have some of the younger players who are maybe knocking at the door at those young levels. Now, if Canada decides to actually develop a U20, a U23 team that does more than just prepare for one tournament every 2 years, perhaps they'll be more ingrained in the system. But for how it is, I don't think any player in the squad is close to that national level.
Okay.
I just believe that this level, the level that Canada soccer is at, I think it's a lot higher than some people give it credit for. I don't think it's at the level where people are going to say every great player in CONCACAF is from Canada. No, the best 11 in CONCACAF isn't all Canadians. I'm not saying that, but I feel that the level of the league is definitely at a level where it's not quite MLS, but I'd say it's like it's better than it's like I would say like USL, MLS, Next Pro. I think they would be on par with those types of leagues.
Okay. All right. So Orius came back now. Look like Orius mistake what's going on. Heal up, JD. Even though we not talking woman ball, I think all the black female players in England should be getting their passport, their JA passport. England and their all white team is totally racist. Go France. Orius, I've posted on my channel that 3 English players are black on the channel. So that narrative of England don't have any black players on the team is a lie or race. All right. So I don't know if you get the false information from somebody else without checking yourself. All right.
Oh,
Yes.
also, are you sure that's a good idea, Horace? Because then they may not call them Jamaican when they get to Jamaica. So I don't know if you want that experience for them. Because
Yes, and
if
I,
you
I,
say,
I don't even know what I don't even know if Orius missed the fact that top of them never want much of the English guys I mean the team. So who to tell if people not gonna be upset when you have a billion English players trying to come to Jamaica? You understand me?
hmm,
But that's a different argument for a different day because I saw that happen so much time. Yes.
Mhm.
Martin Baker said 2-1 Waterhouse. All right. So Jason going 2 for Pacific. Jesus Christ. All the Jamaicans them a sell out Jamaica Star. He said if I did me predict that, then would have beat my body, see, man. My prediction Waterhouse 2-1. All right. I can assure that after 10 minutes time, they're going to change their prediction. Africans, what type of game Pacific plays? Position, counter. What? Yeah, I think it all come. Let me make Africans explain because I saw something different. From even though you're asking still, I
I
saw them
think
as
they,
a.
yeah. Go
Go
on,
ahead.
JD. No, finish your point. Finish your point, then I'll come in.
No, I think I saw them as a team that adjust according to the strength of the next team. You know, they can pass the
Mhm.
ball around at a very good speed. But if the team is strong, they try to play more intelligent football. So they're going
Mhm.
to try and feel out the team space and go with it and know their themselves as well. So I think they played intelligent football just the same. But
Mhm.
intelligent football does not always make sure you win. You understand me?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's intelligent enough for you to pay it attention. That's all I would say still.
No, that's true. I think, like you said, they're very pragmatic in terms of how they play. If they feel that they can take advantage of a counter, they'll play countering. But they have the players who can possess a game and play that way. Sometimes they can get a little bit too high, so the counter is available for them sometimes. But I think when it comes to how Pacific plays, they are a lot more pragmatic in that way. So they'll look at a team and say, we can prepare this way, but they can also come in and say, we will take this ball, we will pass it around, we will break you down, and then we will try to score. And that's where you look for players like either Marco Bustos on runs, trying on the counter, or Diaz getting the ball sent into him and creating opportunities and goals from there.
All right. So 3-1 Shana K. Morris saying it. All right. And then Aurea said, JD, did you see England playing Sweden today? We have literally watched the match and did a live stream on it. All right, the start 11 is all white, and the 5 substitution were all white. The 5 substitution that came on were all white. Because that simply means you never check the other players them on the field, on the substitution, which you're wrong again because the players them that were black on the field on the bench just the same, but you're acting like they are not there none at all because you're trying to create an unnecessary argument. You understand me? There's a big debate even on BBC about this all white team. So check your facts. I'm not checking my facts, Oris, because if the personnels are there. Oris, what I want you to do, I want you to, what I want you to do in life, I want you as an individual to talk in context. If you have 3 players on the team, 3 players are on the team. That is a fact. So you need to check reality. Not I don't need to check my facts. You need to check reality. I've said 3 players are on the team. And obviously, when we speak, anytime we speak, it's like we're fighting something. We can reason and have logical thinking to reason. And all I'm saying is, you guys told me a lie because you act like no players was there. But the problem is, what the problem with you guys now? Because I have to say you guys. The problem with you guys now, it's like you're forcing people in the team based on because they are black, not because they are good. Because you know talking so highly now, Arius, what I want you to do now, intelligently, you since you know everything, you type in the players them that's better than the other players them, and then I can go and research it. That's the same thing I've said last night, and I will not go back on this subject. All right? Yeah, because I've realized you have a lot of racist people around we as well, because anybody can be racist. So that's why I'm not going to tolerate it. So all you need to do, tell me the players them that you claim that is better than the players them that got selected, because I don't care which color you are. All I care about how good the players are, because you can't make a case because all of them white. That simply means you yourself is racist. You have to make the case of who is better. And then I can go there. Or yes, you will make a lot of people fool you. You will, Orius, you will make a lot of people fool you because you're still not attacking my argument. I said produce players that are better than the players that I saw today. And I can bet your money you're not going to produce none. You're going to sleep with someone else's idea of this loser mentality of them not doing nothing in your life, and then just come out and say somebody racist. Me no business if them racist, but tell me if you want to have a conversation on facts. Tell me the players them that is good enough, and then we will write them down and we will come out and say, yes, Horace, these players are good enough. That's all I said from yesterday. So don't make it seem like I am supporting racism. I am just telling you, stop forcing that. You don't need a diverse nothing. You don't need to force a black player in the team because the black player need to be there. Horace, in life, you for be good at what you do, get some places. You don't need to catch no place in a life. You need to be good at what you do for reach the place. That is called a waste of space. If you're not good enough, you should not be there. Straight over, so me talk. So if you can't tell me say the next place them better than the other girls them, it don't make no sense then they're there. We don't want to be places because we're black. That don't make no sense. That no make no sense. That is weak people mentality. A bag of people feel in a people country. Just look for other ways to talk about them depend this and them depend that. If you don't want to support the people team, you don't support it, man. But if you can't name the black players, them that's better. It makes no sense to have this conversation. That's all I'm telling you. You get me? It makes no sense to have. You can't force a black. You notice how this sound Africans? It sound just like the Jamaican team when we were saying we're going to just put a Jamaican team in it because they are Jamaican. Because they are Jamaican, you want to put a Jamaican player in it. So you're not going to try build the best Jamaican team. You're going to just build the team that's more diverse so people can resonate to it. So you don't want to win anything. You understand? Me tired of thinking this way, guys. If I'm talking foolishness, please educate me. I'm tired of the foolishness. Tell me the black player were better than the players they were playing. And in a Jamaican team, you see, we carry the same Jamaican mentality come over into every other team. We want to see this, we want to see that, but that no mean it translate to winning. Remember, you hire a coach. When you hire a coach in life, the coach should be the one that assess things and then decide who you want to pick. If the coach is a racist, the coach is a racist, point blank, done. If the coach want to be a racist, no problem. But stop forcing people based off for feelings. Tell me who is better because people told me that Drew Spence was better than midfield. That England have Drew Spence is no better than no midfield. That's a lie. Everybody in England midfield today are better footballer than Drew Spence. I'm very sorry. And we have to face reality. You understand me? Yeah, man, that is the truth, man. Big up yourself, one. Thanks for being here. But it looks like that that little thing that we talked about never passed. So we have to deal with it. None of the players on the bench are that good. Paris was the best player 4 years ago, but the team has improved since then, and she no longer in is my opinion. The other two are not very good. All right, and thank you very much, Wun. So, Orius, here people are educate you. I tell us the other players in and the team that they are trying to put in there is not even very good. England is a diverse society, but the racist element, that's the problem. Orius, you keep on a look one way. Here, people in England, I tell you, people in England, Orius, why you can't just listen to our next man? In England, I tell you something. I don't know everything, Mr. JD. Just because you're in Belgium rubbing shoulder with white people, you're selling out. You want to tell me that there's not one black player that could start on the team. That is a problem. You hear you speak, Orius? You hear you speak? That is a typical Jamaican behavior there. That is a typical Jamaican behavior. You're telling me that I'm rubbing shoulder with white people, so that's why I'm selling out. No, I'm having a reason with you. You get me? I'm having a reason with it. And if you're not seeing that you yourself being racial divisive in your statement, and now me realize why people can come on YouTube and sell in a bag of lies and want to eat it up. because you don't have a feeling for 8 people wanting to get up. I don't live like that, Oris. From I'm in Jamaica, ask anybody. Anybody. That now foreigner have nothing to do with it. I don't look at life as oh when you look at life. I look at life as you produce what you have. You can't tell me the black player. You know why? You hear the conversation from somebody else. That's why you come here with that. I don't support it. And the person where I tell you a liar that true them can't reach nowhere in a people country. Why them always a look for other excuse. Remember me tell you that. Remember me tell you that, Oris. Too much people don't have can't reach nowhere. Why them always a find a way for excuse to make themselves look better. Work hard, believe in yourself. That's what I'm supporting. So tell me the player that can make the team and we can have the discussion. Stop going around 18 people. Only two eight full. That's what me I say. And it's by your speech I've talked about you are too hateful and yesterday's speech. So you can't come tell me about me and knock head with white people. Why may I think that way there? What is wrong with you? Just tell me who good. You can't tell me who good up to this day. You keep on a sell a different narrative. But anyways, we have 10 more minutes, guys, and we have to do our job. All right. Martin Baker said, JD, black people are the biggest racists in the world. That's what he believes. All right. So people and everybody agree with the Orius. Based on the racism we have seen within the England camp in recent years and the fact there are no black players, I don't blame people for assuming racism is the reason, but it's not accurate in my opinion. And Wunwun is in England, so Orius will tell Wunwun now that he's knocking head with white people. Wunwun, most of these people don't even think half caste or black people. They don't even put half caste in the black people category. This is how racist some of these people are. You get me, Wunwun? This is how racist some of these people are, all right? Well said, JD. There's nothing wrong with calling out racism. However, not everything is racism. Yes, it's simple, Brian Burke. I'm just challenging him to produce the players because we're tired of talk. We want some action so we can say, yes, this is true. The man gone to try and attack me, not my argument. I just asked him a question and he attacked my entire argument. Uh Orius at Orius, see, Wunun is in England. Wunun said at Orius Lynch. I think that is very unfair and untrue. The black players in England are not currently good enough. JD would never say this unless he thought it was true. You see it? But the problem, Wunun, the problem, Wunun, if you stand up as a person, I've learned this a long time in Jamaica. That's why I've lost so much in Jamaica. If you stand up as a person, people always never want to look at what you're saying. They always want to bypass it and start eating on you. As a man, how can you come here as a big man that we reason and you're gonna say, "True, I'm knocking head with white people"? Or yes, from I was born, my grandfather is white, a German. Maybe me no look me no look white in my face, but I was born with white people in my family in my yard growing up. What are you talking about? You prefer other people talking nonsense, and I come here and tell you the truth, and you have a problem. That is a sad thing, and we lose off people like that, Okay, you have a little problem. Yeah, man. Let we live loving, man. Let we choose love first. Let we use love first. Yeah, all right. Then, Orius, this is the last one we're gonna answer, and then we'll move on to our Waterhouse thing because we came here to talk about some youths, black people, for the national team. Yes, we came here for look about a few youth that's in bad communities and want a break. That's what we came to look on. You understand? We never came to watch a wide stream. Oh, our memory is very short. Do you not remember the reaction of these British hooligans when the black players? Yeah, but you're talking about something from the past. We'll put things in context. Orius, you're talking about no. You said the black people was not on the team, which that is a lie because you have 3 black players on the team. And if you check those black players, they are not they are some of the best black players in the league, but they might not be as good as the rest. So that means our calculation is equally spot on. So maybe we just don't have enough black players that is good enough to compete with the ones that we have now. Why we can't just be like that? Or yes, why we can't just see the truth and for the truth? That's all I'm asking. All right, just see the truth for the truth, man. When we get the right players, them, we will be seeing the black players them here, and we will be glad to see them there because we don't want to get up and just see one race. No, we don't want to see that. But if that's there, we have to accept it. We have to accept it and just be real. All right, me could just love life, man. I just love life and reason with logic, man. You get me?
All I'm gonna, J,
Biggest sellout.
J,
We don't challenge any the status quo. We Aureus,
can I, JD?
Aureus. No, but this is the last one. Aureus, you're not making no sense. You're selling out yourself and your people, them, because you're only choosing one thing. You're not choosing to listen. You're choosing to say what you want, you and your friend them in a corner. That is your problem. You get me? Yes, so keep always do what you want, bro. It's not going to go anywhere because I don't sell certain things. Let me move on from that, Bossy. Let me just put in Waterhouse and just move on because that is not going anywhere at all. Um, I mean, me can't bother with that brother here. And the brother just I take information from people and now put it together. So I can't fight those battles.
All I was
What
gonna say,
else?
JD, was that even in those situations, if you aren't prepared to give an actual alternative, then what's the point of, you can
Af-
complain about one thing, but we don't have a viable alternative. So then
Africans,
what's the point of
Africans,
complaining?
the way the man them think, you should come here like just like how they want me to think on every other matter. Um, I should just come here and agree with everybody else. You get me? Like I should come here, don't have any other logic because I hear people spewing all sorts of hatred, and the whole of them a grab it up, and I know a pure foolishness. Them people are talking a pure foolishness. You understand me? But through me black and me might sound too rugged. It no look like a true me attack. But come on, man. We are big people, man. Let we grow up and be better human beings, man. I'm here telling you, be better human beings.
All right, game stream started.
Yes. 3 more minutes. Nobody had at up Orius, but you're not making any sense in the conversation, brother. I'm telling you. You think you're making sense, but we are friends. We're respectful people. So I'm gonna tell you that the mentality like those you can't have. Because in this world you're not gonna reach anywhere with that at all. And I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, you're not gonna reach anywhere. Um CM Bowen said, JD, I wonder if Orius is the same TikTok. Maybe it's just everybody have a lot of accounts. I think that's the one thing I'm sure they are good at. A billion accounts. JD, I know you pride yourself on allowing everyone to voice their opinion, but you don't need certain people as subscribers. They are killing the program and the message. Well, tell you what, I am actually going to take your word upon it. So I think you guys after the stuff start manage your chatting and deal with some of these people for real. To be honest, I'm kind of done with it. I'm kind of done with it. I totally agree with you, Brian. I'm just not going to block anybody. But once it's not making sense, I'm not going to even bother pay these guys any mind. Yeah, so if you think they are making certain unnecessary statements, we just don't entertain them anymore. Enough is enough because we're trying to push Jamaica forward and elevate youth's mind and stop making them delusional and fool and sell themselves out and kill themselves. But some of them people are all they're doing. They run to foreign countries to try and scrape a little dollar to go back to Jamaica to become dance and hold on the youths them again. And then come and tell people how bright them is and what they know when they don't know nothing. You understand me? Because their mentality, the way they approach things is just so wrong. You talk a lie. First Africans, they talk a lie. They said no black person was on the field. We found three. They are not on the field. So that simply means Africans, it doesn't matter how good you are, a black person should always be on the field and play. Oh, stupid that sound, Africans. You know football, you watch football. Oh, stupid that sound. Oh, stupid that sound, Africans. Like you have to just put a black people. So that means if a black person is not even good, just put them on the field. Because a black person for them on the field. Oh, stupid that sound. That sound the range, you know? And then you're gonna hear that me sell out black race because me I said don't you have to be good to fit go on the team. You know that don't make no sense, you know, man. That don't make no sense, you know. Sometimes me myself I feel wonder why me come on YouTube and even cover them video. Why me not just go find Mexican video for do? You know, just to do something where people only want to talk about football and sense. Because some of them people think they will make sense and them not making one sense. It not have nothing to do with black, white, or pink. They're not making one sense. You can watch a game on the Concacaf YouTube channel as usual. As usual. The same place, man, as usual. Now they are getting the players together. It's gonna start soon. We're gonna put it through. So maybe you don't even have to go to the game. You get me? Yes, man. And remember, as a lot of people watch our program, so some of them will come with their attitude to try and spoil the show. But we are here for that because remember we're here to make Jamaica a better place and the CONCACAF a better place. So whichever content we're doing, we're trying to do it at our best ability. And that's not going to change. You get me? Yes, man. And that's why Brian, that's why I allow the free speech for a man speak in mind because we want to show Jamaica people some of them people I think. You get me? Yes, man. People asking because maybe people wanted to drop the link again so they can click it or something. I don't know. But at the end of the day, we come to enjoy ourselves, watch Waterhouse plays, and then we pick out a few players that we think performed good, just as what we said we wanted to do. Yeah, that's all. Both teams, we are not gonna get an anthem, so I can pull it up. You're hearing this well? You're hearing the background
Yeah.
well?
Yeah.
All right, good. Yes, man, Conrad, we're talking about the game now. We're not talking anything of what Oris saying. Okay, we are getting a background sound. All right, so we'll wait until the CONCACAF sound finishes and then Paul game again. You have a word name context, Oris. Just use context and then we are finished. We not have to answer nothing more. We finish. All right, we're not gonna entertain it. All right. Yes, just stop, Oris. All right, just stop. If you don't know context, I don't think you need to have a conversation with nobody else. Just have a conversation with yourself, and that's all right. Or just stay on topic with what we are cover. You know, can me never be disrespectful to you. You come here be disrespectful to me, I'm still be respectful to you. All right, so we're getting the players them out now. Hopefully, Waterhouse can. Oh God, not so much people there at the stadium. These are the things I'm talking about. You know. So that's why we covering these videos at least can educate some people on what's going on, so more people can go there um, and support the boys them and let them put some more money in the pocket of the players them, you know, and the clubs, and then maybe eventually we will actually get the Jamaican players them to be better, good as the players them overseas. You understand me? So the man them where always I make up stories on the internet. Just take your same money of data and just go and invest in a Waterhouse and invest in them place there. Just take them something and do them something there, guys. Because I think it's needed. Only you get the link. We drop the link and people go over there. All right. Yes. All right. It stops now, Africans?
Yeah, it stopped real quick, but just had to catch up to the load. So let me get her
All right.
back up to
Kingston, Jamaica.
All right. So it's gonna start now. African and Waterhouse, don't let me down.
no.
All right.
I'm just gonna go full on just TPL Homer. Yes, Waterhouse. There'll be some more water in your house. There'll be tears.
Here come to the center. Right about now, Ramon.
3-1 Pacific.
And
Emphatic.
As well, very experienced player in his third season with Pacific. So much anticipation for Pacific, the first Canadian side not named Forge to be in this competition. And as we look at the starting lineup for James Merriman and Pacific, he makes 3 changes from the 3-0 win over Cavalry over the weekend. And
it's sad, man. More people should be in the stadium. We need to love football a little bit more, you know. If we have to be a football nation in order for it to go on, because you can't have an empty stadium, you know. What motivation that's gonna give the team, you know?
It's a Waterhouse side finished in first place in the Jamaican Premier League in the
They've never had this before, so they're excited for this.
They got into the playoffs, however. As for Pacific, they are right in the middle of their season.
That cool, man. Aureus, man. Do you think,
Form not really an issue for them. Fitness shouldn't be either. Of course, these two teams will reconvene next week.
So Africans are 3-1 for his Canadian team. You know, I have 1-1 in the game. So let's see, guys. Give you a final prediction before we kick off. All right, Waterhouse Pacific. Who do you think will win?
2022, the 6th and final edition of this competition. It is Waterhouse in yellow. It is Pacific in purple, and we are underway as we kick things off from
Pacific has a good sponsor. All right.
Glad to be with you, starting this competition here in 2022.
All right, it kicks off now, guys.
And already,
Pacific
in the middle.
Steal of Waterhouse going on the right-hand side.
On the front foot.
Wonderful beat here from Pacific. They're going to whip in the ball.
Coming into this first leg as the header comes
they got a header inside. Damn.
Almost a dream star for Alejandro Diaz.
Seconds. Wow.
Diaz, who leads the Golden Boot race in the Canadian Premier League with 11 goals.
So the game starts, guys. Maybe we'll get the play-by-play soon, all right?
Glad his team could.
What a start. 45 seconds, and they could have actually scored.
From Pacific.
But it's a header. He had to climb high for it, so maybe that's why.
If you're the Canadian side coming into this one,
Fuzzy get an A license, so I'm a big coach.
Be on the front foot. And they'll look to get into the attack once
2-1
again.
Pacific. Oh my God! Why we can't bet on it? Why we can't use Aureus style and just bet on the Jamaican team? Because we don't need no logic. We just need to bet on the Jamaican team. You understand me? You see it, Aureus. That's why you entertain so much people of madness when you behave like that. Because you're gonna tell people gonna tell you that they don't have to do any work. They need to just come out and tell you that Jamaica will win every time. And so you're gonna allow limited people to hold position in positions that could have helped you in Jamaica because of attitudes like that. So we have to clear up our behavior when we're going forward.
Losing out to Atletico Vega Real of the Dominican Republic in the 3rd place game. That would have gotten them into this competition without having to go into the Concacaf League playoff. Atletico Vega Real will play their first leg of the preliminary round later on this week.
So, the match now show. Oh, no, S&B. We don't show the matches. It's a watch along. It's a watch along. We want to have the play-by-play, but we're having a little trouble with the coverage. So, give me a little time. I'm trying to work it out. All right, sorry about that.
Aside from Puerto Rico, but not able to get into this year's Concacaf.
I don't know why it's not showing. All right, I'm gonna try and get that started out. Okay. 5-0.
It's the first ever matchup between a team from Jamaica and a team from Canada.
Thank you.
In Concacaf League. Mentioned the
S&B and the match is on the Concacaf YouTube channel. So if you can scroll up in the chat, you will have a link there that you can find it. So please go there. All right, we can't spend the whole day trying to get to the link when the link is in the chat. So just try and find it here. Okay.
For Waterhouse, this is their 3rd appearance. Reached this competition in 2019. Actually took out the defending champions in Arellano of Costa Rica.
Look at that.
In 2019, they did that
Pacific
in
coming down
penalty
the
kicks.
right-hand side,
And then
played
in
it back.
2020, they lost out to Arkai of Haiti, who went on a magical run to Concacaf Champions League, where they lost out to Cruz Azul. And of course, the next round will be Arellano, who awaits the winner of this two-legged tie here from this preliminary round in the round of 16. Bill Watt plays it back. Now it's long over the top. Just it down for Josh Hurd.
All right. So,
Plays it down the
they are
line.
coming on the left-hand
Gianni Dos
side again.
Santos, who's been popping up now on both sides of the field.
So why you let the
Long
man
cross
pass the
into
ball?
back post. And this
Okay.
did take a deflection out of play.
And that's
off
a
the goalkeeper,
corner.
Kamar Foster.
Wow.
And it will be a
The
corner
guy
kick. There's
stopped
a look
and
at
left the
James
guy to
Marin,
cross the ball there. That is
37-year-old
not good.
Canadian
Blind
head
bet, I
coach.
don't even know
His
Pacific
first season
to know
for
to know.
Pacific after
But
taking over
just
for
using the
Pamodu Cobb,
recent performance of
who
Jamaican
took
teams
his
and
coaching
Canadian
talents
teams.
to North
Okay,
Texas
okay.
Soccer Club in MLS Next Pro, the affiliate of FC Dallas.
So they have a corner coming in.
Here's the in-swinger.
Oh, he won it at the early the first post, but he couldn't control it after that. Yes.
Merriman, though, very
All right. So we are getting
experienced
some
coach
play-by-play
around these
action
parts
now.
with
So that will help
Pacific
you guys.
FC. As you look at the header go out of play, spent the last 3 years as an assistant coach for Pamodu Cobb and Pacific, and now he's the man in charge.
It's a decent stadium as well, but damn, it's empty. Yes, it's very much empty. Pacific started out the better team though, controlling the tempo. Wonderful breakthrough from Pacific. They're gonna go over the top.
Chip this upfield.
All right.
Just it back. And again, it's Kamar
Foster will be clearing it.
Retrieve it for Waterhouse. They'll clear this all the way
And that's a
downfield,
long ball,
bouncing
and
out
it's
of
gone
play.
out for a throw-in. For Pacific yet again. I've not seen anything that convinced me that Fuzzy's strategy, strategy and tactical acumen will be able to overcome the Canadian team.
For space on the near side.
All right, bossy. All right, respect. Guys, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure to subscribe. I'm looking 50 subscription today. As what they said, 50 are the real subscribers. Yes, make sure to subscribe. Pacific cut away again. Ooh, good save.
Pushed away by Foster. Another good save.
And it's a corner yet again. So 6 minutes of pressure from Pacific.
For Pacific FC.
Boy, it's definitely looking like Pacific is a better team.
Those attacking players for Pacific have really been clicking to start. And now it'll be another corner kick, the second one of the match. And it's Marco Bustos again. Bustos with the in-swinger.
This is a
More
good
depth
free
on
kick.
this.
Okay. And
it will
that's
be
a free kick for Waterhouse. But
against
what I've noticed,
Verdic.
Waterhouse losing all the headers. They're struggling to get close to the Pacific players. So maybe that's what they need to turn it down a little bit and try just mark closer and try and build themselves in the game. I think they are trying to go up to the intensity, and the next team is far ahead of them in the intensity, you know? Yeah, so they need to work on that. JD, this sign says love for pure
Waterhouse
game,
has played
but I
5
don't
previous
see no
matches
love. Empty stadium.
Scotiabank Concacaf League. They've yet to win one.
Concacaf
YouTube
YouTube channel, you can go and look and you'll find the game. One country is moving up and the next country is going to L. Jesus.
Game in which was
Wow, that's dire, people. Relax.
Goalkeeper penalty kicks back in 2019, but it was Waterhouse to prevail.
All right, Waterhouse working the ball
champions
around
from
now. Let's
2018.
see. All right, that's good from Waterhouse. But in their their defensive third, they're trying to go forward, and a terrible pass. Gave back the ball back to Pacific. But give them a little more time for them to get into the game.
all the way back to Callum Irving in goal.
Orius and TikTok, I want to enlighten you. You think Jamaica is out of many one people? Check Belgium. They would have dropped down to know where the out of many one people truly is. All right, yes. I think maybe TikTok have a point, but I think TikTok has no point as well. You know? Yes, a context matters. If you apply the same logic anywhere in the world, you're gonna come up with the same conclusion. All right, TikTok.
This over his head, Aparicio trying to cut it in fields, able to hold on to possession. Looking for Alejandro Diaz, still bouncing around. Diaz a little bit of pressure, forcing another turnover. That pressure from Pacific has given Waterhouse some trouble in the opening 9 minutes. James Merriman has his team prepared for this game right out of the gate with some intensity.
Africans, you see all in Antwerp. No, in Antwerp, you know, I've never seen a more uniform place, you know. Like nobody care which color you is, you know. Yeah. Everybody just mix up and everybody is cool, you know. Nobody not see, nobody extra than nobody, you know. I wish a lot of people could get the chance to see that. And that's why even at one point there people complain about the diversity in the country. You understand me?
Get on the end of it.
So I would love for people like Orius and TikTok get a chance to see that.
Going forward. Mark Dixon getting stuck in.
Obviously, you still have everything TikTok and Orius, but come on, man. We think too negative, man. You know.
A foul also behind the play. This is clip forward. Did it? Able to get it away.
All right, this is a good play from Waterhouse. Waterhouse trying to press them.
Plays it back for Callum Irving, who sweeps it
We
clear.
want Africans cry today, you know, so Africans. Waterhouse needs to score point possible.
Concerned.
In the opening minute of play, Alejandro Diaz, his header just a little bit up over the bar. And then Waterhouse trying to get a foothold in this game.
Waterhouse to play much
Away
better
goals
now.
are in effect for all rounds up until the final, before that will be taken away. So if Pacific can
I'm saying most of them them think that them honestly, oh, that could okay. A foul here, let's see.
Jaguar going down.
No.
Ooh, okay. And he's standing leg, but he was sliding still. Ooh, oh.
Edwards just losing his feet there.
Yeah, but Sian, most people think that just America exists, you know. Most people from our culture just believe that Canada, America, and England alone exist, you know. You understand me? Yes. So them again, most people think English are the heaviest speaking language.
Waterhouse coming into this
most people from our region think all of those things are true. You understand me? And that's the thing. Those are the things that people need to talk about. You understand? You have a different world outside.
Semi-final to Harborview, and then they also lost their third place game 4-1.
Or you keep talking, but they don't put nothing in context. Because I'm talking about today, and make sure you say lost. They lost as a human being. You keep talking about you keep talking about history.
As for Pacific, it's been
so African, if you stole a patty 5 years ago, not saying you stole the patty. But if you stole the patty 5 years ago, people like Orius only talk about the patty that you stole 5 years ago. Nothing happened after the 5 years. And if you own a old patty shop and I give the entire country a patty, you will come up and say the history says that you stole a patty 5 years ago. So that's who you are, nothing else. You get me? Because you are not a Jamaican, but once you're a Jamaican, everything changes in his context. Make sure you mark his name, you know, because you are going to have more conversation with him, and you're going to see him pick up when it's a Jamaican person.
Past this tournament's been a bit more spread out.
Waterhouse going to win Pacific without Bembo.
When the World Cup is, this tournament will finish in November.
But Waterhouse playing back themselves into the game now.
Been in December, so it'll be pretty quick as this tournament comes and goes here in 2022.
It's going to be tough though, TikTok.
Played in field, nothing doing as Elvis Wilson.
Because anytime
cleans it up for
Pacific put two
Waterhouse.
passes together, it looks like Waterhouse struggling to deal with it. But Waterhouse have good pace still on the break. So let's see.
Mauricio clean with his
All
touches
right,
there in the middle of
Pacific
the
at
field.
after offside.
Bustos
Over
up
the top. All
Dos
right.
Santos making the
Ooh,
run.
see, free space again. But good recovery from Waterhouse there.
Now Bustos. His
Waterhouse.
cross coming in, too tall for
Good clearance
Diaz.
there.
Bird was waiting there as well.
All right. Oh,
Waterhouse trying to carry that
Waterhouse
out, but it
lost the
was
ball
quickly
here.
Flows down that space by Dada Luke. And now the cross comes in.
All right.
They've taken a bit of a
Oil said
deflection.
Concacaf not sure in the match. Oil, the problem is
Go out of
maybe you
play.
don't have
Will
a
be corner
VPN.
kick upcoming
Maybe you
for
don't have a
Pacific.
VPN, that's why. Marky, the game can't be showed here. You just download a VPN and a free VPN and then go on the Concacaf YouTube channel and then you will see it. The problem is it's because it's region block. That's all. It's because it's region block, so that's why you're not seeing it naturally.
Kick there on that far side.
But just please download a free VPN and then go back on your phone and then you will see it. I can't show the game because I don't have the rights to do so. All right. Look how the keeper got big.
Bustos and Dos Santos standing around it and swinging out, swinging option.
A free kick in a dangerous area.
Dos Santos into the back
Okay,
post,
good.
too tall for
Not a bad
finish.
free kick, you know. Maybe
Like
go
he was the
went a
tallest
little bit
player in
further,
there.
but not a bad one at all.
Wearing a Pacific shirt.
Yes, so
but
make
just
sure you
bit
get a
too tall
free
for him.
VPN, all right? Maybe one of the personnel then will give you a free VPN along the way. Orius Lynch, you're a sick human
Say
being.
it's Pacific on the
Because I've
front
never
foot to
toot
start.
any white person on. You're just lying. You're just
Mauricio.
lying. Every single speech you
Through the
make, you
lines,
lie
bounces
in the
all the way
speech.
through for
Every
Kamar
single one.
Foster.
Because you keep on saying things that I've never said. I can repeat these videos
6
50
Concacaf
times
appearances
and I've
in
never
his
said what you have
career,
said. All right?
both
You
here
don't
in
work with context. That is your problem.
Concacaf League
You
and
don't
the
listen.
Champions League when
And that's why
This
people
was
said
Portmore United.
you're TikTok. Because TikTok, they behave the same way.
now it's Dos Santos. Dos Santos! Ambitious effort to say the least. And that well out of play. And this attacking front, you can see how dynamic they are for Pacific. The likes of Dos Santos, Diaz.
We have a next
Bustos.
video over there. Orius,
as
let's
well.
go and vent
Mauricio in
your
the
frustration on that
midfield.
video. We did a video yesterday on the girls them and we talked about this extensively. Other people they were there on the big
That
channel.
is in
Ooh, this is
second
a bad
place in
from
the CPL
all right,
based
wonderful
on goal
recovery from
difference.
Waterhouse.
Atletico Ottawa.
Ooh,
Sliding challenge.
No
with Bird
call?
going down, but play continues on.
my God. No call there.
Bradford will switch the point of attack.
Wonderful
Work on
recovery
Donna
from
Luke.
Waterhouse.
Good
Let's see
first
what Waterhouse
touch,
can
and on
do.
goal! And the shot is just wide.
Okay. A
Donna
good one
Luke
to the
was
side
able to
there.
recover just enough to force that shot wide. Leonardo Thomas, the 27-year-old, who scored 7 goals in this most recent
Andy
Jamaican Premier
McCallum,
League
you can watch
season,
it on the Concacaf
nearly
YouTube
opening
channel.
his account
But most
here
people
in
said that
Concacaf
they're
League.
having trouble to find it on the Concacaf YouTube channel. So what you should do, get a VPN first. And then after, a free VPN that is. So type in a free VPN in your phone if you're using a cell phone. Yes, so if you're using an Android, you go in the iOS
Player down here
market.
for Waterhouse
And then if you're
seeking the
using
stoppage.
not an Android, if you're using Android, you're going into the App Store. And if you're if you're using an iPhone, you know where to go as well. And then type in free VPN. All right. And then you're going to see some free VPNs. Then you change it to a location in Europe. So that means the geo block will get removed because I'm in Belgium and I'm watching it direct. All right.
Elvis
Yes.
Wilson is getting back to his feet.
Orius, I don't
shy
think
of
we need to
2,000 minutes played
talk about this conversation
in the
anymore.
domestic
I
league
try to give
season
you as
for
much
Waterhouse this
chance
past
to
year.
just concentrate on the game, but they keep on trying to lament on one thing. or I'm not uninformed about nothing, or Orius. But sometimes you're not informed about nothing else more than what
Waterhouse
you
side
read
had a
in a
lot of
book.
success in their
You
domestic
understand
league,
me?
finishing
Yes.
in
And
first
you
place
keep
in the
on talking
regular
about white
season.
people, and you're lying
15
on me.
wins
That's
out
all
of
I'm saying,
22
because I've
games.
never generalized. I've never
Shy
subject
of
any
50,
white
but
people.
a
I
few
said
playoff
everybody
time
in
lost that
Belgium
form.
live as like normal
Right
as how we
directly
live
to
in Jamaica.
semifinals, where of course they lost to
Everybody
Harbour
mean
View, and then
everybody
lost
on
that third
earth,
place game
Orius.
as
So
well
please stop.
to
It's getting
Cavalier.
annoying now, all right?
Maybe a little bit of redemption in the cards.
Yes, it's
for
getting annoying
Waterhouse.
now, man,
Trying to
because
prove
you
it to
guys don't listen.
themselves.
You are too
They
emotional
beat quality
in
competition.
your
Pacific
response, man.
took
You're
out
not listening to what someone else
a
says, man.
quality
Please.
side
It's not
in
necessary.
their
Let me
first
focus on
ever
football.
Concacaf League.
Until the color of a man's skin is no more significant than the color of his eyes. Quote from Bob Marley. Yes, Bob Marley, very very good personnel, and hopefully you guys find the match. All right. Yeah, man, I'm watching Waterhouse, and I'm watching it for a cause, because we are going to be
Here's Edwards.
picking players out of this,
Hurd applying some
to go
pressure.
to the
Force the
competition if
turnover.
it's going to go on. So that is meaningful. So that's why I stayed up the night to watch it. S&B, I just gave you where you can watch the match to someone else. All right, I've repeated it 2 times. Let me concentrate on the game for now, yeah.
A little give and
And
go.
people always drop the link,
Thomas
and it's
cutting
in the
infield. He keeps the ball
we're not
moving.
getting so much
Fancy
comments.
pass to
So
find
you
the
can
shot.
see
And
wonderful
Irving
chance there
pushes this
from
away.
Waterhouse.
Shaquille
Wonderful chance from
Bradford got his
Waterhouse there.
laces through, and if not for Irving, it's 1-0 Waterhouse.
So Shaquille Bradford, I had him on my
A
list.
brilliant save there from the
A good
Pacific
save from
goalkeeper.
a good strike
The
from
second
Shaquille
big
Bradford there.
moment for Waterhouse in the attack, and both of them have come in these last few minutes.
So the Fuzzy 8 of them,
So
give
Gale's
Fuzzy
side
some
has really
respect.
grown into
His
this
team
game.
came back into the game. Only Denardo for Waterhouse look like he's doing something. Shaquille Bradford, he just got to have a good shot as well.
Towards the near post, it's saved off the line.
Oh, what
and
an
then
chance
it's
of
blocked
Waterhouse.
away. A tough angle there. Another flick to the back post. This will go out of play.
What?
There will be another corner kick.
Waterhouse getting some good chances.
Waterhouse really putting the pressure on now. You can hear some of the instructions from the goalkeeper, Callum Irving, saying you got to win that first ball. Irving was called into action once again.
So maybe the jet lag all in Africans. Let me take up Africans here until he can return.
Another in-swinger. This is headed towards goal. And taking no chances, headed out of play again by the captain, Jamar Dixon. Waterhouse has provided some good service on these corner kicks, and they'll get another one here. Bouncing in towards the near post, headed out of play again.
Nice.
And it's another corner kick.
Let's see what Waterhouse can do with this one.
Well, one more. Going to get it by the first man this time. There's Edwards. By Bustos and out for a throw-in. It's turned over, and it's Dos Santos.
This is a break from
Use that
Pacific.
pace to find room on the near side.
Oh, good,
Cross
good
headed away.
break up there from Waterhouse. Not okay. That's too slow from Waterhouse.
Pacific able to win this back. Down to Luke. Go all the way back to Callum Irving. Experienced goalkeeper. In his third season with Pacific. Before that, played for the Ottawa Fury.
Lamar, it can be viewed on the same channel that you watch all of them on the Concacaf YouTube channel.
At that time was affiliated with the Houston Dynamo.
All of them, you can watch it the same place.
Out of the Vancouver Whitecaps Academy.
Guys, make sure to smash the like button and share and subscribe here because that is important towards the quest. We are still waiting. We need to make 50 subscribers today, to make 600 because we are on a quest to get
On the ball here for Waterhouse.
we are looking
Midway point of this opening 45 minutes.
50 subscribers.
Once we get to halftime, basically done with the first quarter. Break up these two legs into 4 segments.
No problem, Lamar. It's okay.
Always interesting how you look at a two-legged tie when you're the home side in leg one. You almost want to set the tone. You can grab an away goal in that first leg, put so much pressure on the opposition. Pacific will have that chance here tonight.
Africans, Waterhouse came back into the game and got a good solid spell. You know. Should have actually gotten a goal from it. You know.
Waterhouse,
as we say here, should have, would have,
good
could have
opportunities as well.
count for points. So let's see some scoring in this game.
Right out of the gate for
All
Pacific.
right. I
No
guess we're
time.
gonna have Africans hiding for a long time.
Luke pulled down. It's a free kick to Pacific.
I mean, I am away this weekend. I'm letting you know this now.
Right.
I am away this weekend. Doesn't matter what the result is. I was already going to be gone this weekend.
Oh my days.
Claudia and Claudine, that's for you too. I was already planning to go. It's a holiday weekend.
Dixon.
But every time Pacific play the ball, they look a little bit faster and reaction to it. They do look troublesome. But Waterhouse still look troublesome when they are going forward, you know. And they had a good spell. But I want to say I will still give Pacific the better looking team, based on how long they have been going forward throughout the game.
It did rain earlier tonight.
And they looked a little bit stronger, you know. But Jamaica can still win it. Yeah, Waterhouse still have its own.
Okay, the cross bouncing around. Foster came well off his line to punch that away. There were two
What's
options.
up with Foster there, man?
There for Pacific in the area.
Yo, Foster dodgy still here, man.
Run out of play, but another good opportunity there for Pacific in the build-up.
God. Foster come out and throw it and they keep players to right it. All right, Pacific trying to. Okay, that's a terrible ball from Pacific there. All right, it's the breeze. Yeah, the breeze.
No, that's true. No, the breeze definitely did.
Bill one out.
No, I barely take vacations, so I'm starting to take my vacations.
Once again.
Oh, this is the early whip. All right, good.
Too close though to Foster.
Yeah, Foster claimed that better. Water was trying to play out from the back. So we still have our next half, though. Oh, that's nice. Bad pass on Waterhouse. Let's see what
high up the field for Pacific.
What a ball from Pacific here. Okay, bad first touch. Omar said Waterhouse will win. Waterhouse get at least a 5-minute spell out of the 20-odd minutes, or maybe a little bit more than 5 minutes, maybe closer to 10 minutes. And Pacific had a longer run, and Pacific coming back into the game now. So let's see how it's shifting. Yes, let's see how it's going. And remember, this is Waterhouse home leg, so they need to produce something from it.
Any away goals you concede here are really damaging. You definitely then have to win the game in Pacific. Victoria.
All right, and next bad pass again from Waterhouse. Pacific going forward. Okay, good recovery from Waterhouse there.
Cut it in field. Again, nothing doing. This game has settled down quite a bit.
So Waterhouse will be trying to go forward now, coming from over the left-hand side. Slowing it down. Wonderful.
Yeah, that's going to be the thing. The pace that they play
on the right-hand side. Let's see now.
Goals start to
okay,
flow.
Wonderful dummy there. And put it inside. That's offside. That's not offside. It's not offside. Oh, he beat the offside shop. Wonderful save there. But that's a good chance of Waterhouse.
Gray was in on goal for Waterhouse. And Irving again comes up with a big stop. His third save already.
Waterhouse got away there. The game is on S goal. Okay, thank you. So people can watch it on S goal as well. So you don't have to go through all the VPN thing. You can just go on S goal. But the surprising thing, he thought he was on offside, like everyone else.
Yeah.
So we can give him we can give him some excuse there. That's why he slowed down. Bruno answers Waterhouse. All right, so the game is on S goal. Hopefully people can find it now.
Didic played through the lines for Bustos. Now Howell.
Tic-tac, so Waterhouse a ball them. Boy, tic-tac. Waterhouse got away. As I said, we have to do the first half in its entirety. I still believe that Pacific had the better run. In it, but Waterhouse got the better chances. Waterhouse definitely get the better chances. They should have scored off one of those chances.
Dada Luke.
But remember, you know, TikTok.
Defensively from Bradford,
having the ball, working the ball, work legs. So that's why it's important to talk about that as well. Then we have Janie with that checking in. Big of yourself. Oh, our Jamaican reps looking. You've turned at the right time. They had a good spell. They had a good spell.
DeVroy Gray.
Shaky start, but definitely they worked themselves into the game.
If you're Waterhouse. Touched out wide for Edwards again. Return is over the top. Bill stabs it clear. Touched by Howell, but he was able to recover. Calmly plays it back for Kamar Foster.
No, I never said Waterhouse will will lose. I just said watch the legs, Jaden, because out of the 29 minutes played so far are 30 plus. Pacific had worked the ball for a longer time. So I'm saying because they have not played from July the 3rd, maybe that will come into effect. So everything meaningful, but Waterhouse created the better chances and could have scored. Both teams created chances, but Waterhouse created the clearer chances, especially that one just a while ago. Yeah. A wonderful turn. Oh.
Again, Josh Hurd. He may have gotten the last touch on that. It'll be a throw-in for Waterhouse. Or rather, a free kick.
All right, another bad ball again. Good pressure there from Waterhouse.
Mauricio buzzing around trying to win that back. As Waterhouse regained possession. played out to that left side, but flag is up for offside. James Merriman, head man for the Pacific side, said coming in, it's a challenge we're embracing. I'm looking forward to testing ourselves in a different environment. This is something that is new for much of this team and for this organization.
CNB, we're not going to...
Time
all right, you know, enough
a
is enough.
competitive match against a team from
That is enough.
outside of the CPL.
It's in an eye now, man.
And hoping that continues on for more than just these 2 legs. Forge has had success in this competition, able to qualify to Champions League this past year, where they lost out to Cruz Azul. Got to play a game at the Azteca. These experiences are all about. Pacific just at the beginning of their journey.
I wonder if we're going to get a goal in the first half.
Manuel Aparicio said the expectation would be to qualify for Champions League. That's the end goal, he said, this team is looking for. No doubt it is in the cards. Remember, just have to be a team in the top 6. Based on your form throughout this competition, preliminary round not counted. Starts in the round of 16, so it's an even playing field for everybody. But you can lose in the quarterfinal stage. And if you're one of the 2 best quarterfinal losers, you can still move on to Champions League, along with all the semifinalists.
So that is their aim, Africans? Top 6?
Yeah, top 6 gets spots to the Concacaf Champions League itself.
No, I know, but I'm asking, that is the aim for a Pacific team.
Yeah, you want to make the Champions League, because the only other way you can make it in Canada is if you win the championship, which they aren't going to do.
Waterhouse did well for a while, figuring
in
out to slow down Pacific.
Aparicio was closed down, and now it's turned over. Waterhouse coming forward.
They lost the
Luke
ball
stepped
very
in.
easy there.
Big intervention there. And Pacific can look upfield again.
And Pacific coming in from
Down the
right-hand
right
side.
for Bustos.
Enough time to
Diaz
skewer,
calling
beat
for
one.
it. Bustos coming
And he's going to
forward.
flick it over.
Flips it up for Dos Santos.
Ooh,
Bouncing.
what a
It's
save.
tipped over the bar.
What a
Foster
save
was
from
scrambling,
Foster.
but just got enough on that to prevent a goal. Kind of a weird cross coming in.
Yeah, that's a weird cross, of
did what he
course.
could. Dos Santos
What
looked
a
like he
save
slipped,
from,
but still enough on it to put it towards goal. I have to say, really good goalkeeping there.
So what
Kamar
Waterhouse has to do is to slow down the pace.
Mm-hmm.
Slow down the pace
Again, it's
that
Yanni Dos
Pacific plays at,
Santos.
because I don't think they can match Pacific pace.
No, I
how they
don't.
play, they can't beat.
International.
But they have fast players, you know. That's why I told people you can be fast, but don't
Defending
play
into your
fast,
post,
because
as Waterhouse
if
gets
you
this away.
need too long, you're tired. You get me?
Yeah.
That's my national
Luke
keeper.
steps forward, a little bit of hesitation. His cross blocked
faster.
down, but he will continue forward for a throw-in.
Waterhouse should have finished the chance. Yeah. All is faster.
Comes in for
Faster
Diaz
chance
again, is back
Hold on,
to
let
goal.
me try and get that.
Dada Luke, time to set up the cross.
I think faster supposed to be 20.
And
Ooh, an next
nearly
chance
into
again.
that back post. Foster happy to see that fly by his goal.
Faster supposed to be around 20 yard, 20 late 20s, 28, 29, something like that. I'm gonna check it. Well, they better know he's gonna be a national keeper.
Really, because Andre Blake's gonna willingly give him that role.
No, because no, for the little again tournament.
Oh, the tournament that's not going to happen. Oh, that one.
The most
Yes.
convincing clearance.
And we have Damian Bailey. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here, boss.
Waterhouse again, looking forward. laying this off. One touch, now the shot. This
over
is
the top.
skied over the bar. Javon James. The buildup has been good. It's just that final product right now, whether it's been a shot out of play or it's been Callum Irving to deny many of these shots coming in from
The match is
Waterhouse,
playing
and now
in
player
Jamaica.
down
In Jamaica,
for the home
the
side.
Mario. And if you want to watch it, you can go to the Concacaf YouTube channel. And also HES goal, HES goal. So we have an injury here. I think it's turning out to be an okay game. Both teams looking like they are ready to fight. But we
They
just realized
are.
that one base team, one
Staying
of
warm
the
in
teams,
case
the
called
case look a
upon
little
here.
bit different. You know?
Sam Hilton.
Yeah.
But Waterhouse have a good back line. Waterhouse have good players with speed that can pose problems, and in which they did throughout the game so far. Yes, but Waterhouse have to just slow the game up and then speed it up. Slow it up, get in a position, and then speed it. 29, faster is 29. Thank you very much, Sham 6.
And for Pacific, they just need to
Down,
pick it
spray
up.
coming
I don't know if Waterhouse is going to be able to maintain a pace that Pacific chooses to play at. You could see this game at the 60th minute really turning if Pacific can get a hold of the pace of the game. But I don't think if Waterhouse can continue how they're playing, they can definitely dictate how they play, how defensively they are. But I think Pacific has to be patient, but they also have to be faster. So I think if they just chose pace, it wouldn't be a bad move for them.
Play resumes. It'll be a goal kick for Pacific. 5 minutes to go until halftime. Neither manager would be too displeased. Good attacking moments both ways. A few moments, though, where both sides look a bit shaky defensively. But the first ever matchup between a Jamaican and a Canadian side in this competition. Look forward. Didic was there to get it clear, at least for the moment. Again, they'll move it out to that far side. It's Bradford. Dada Luke stepped in. And it's a handball in the end from Shaquille Bradford. He's making his second Concacaf League appearance tonight.
A lot of experience these guys getting with overseas players, you know. So these tournaments are good for Jamaica, to be honest. At least, yeah, I think it's good for Jamaica, man. Concacaf doing a good work. I think they're going to improve a lot of the Jamaican players, yeah? The local players, I should say.
Or just the Jamaican players. Just going to lump them all into one basket.
Again.
No, I can't put them in one basket because
Again,
Jamaican players are coming from England as well, you know? Yeah, so just the local players, basically.
Just putting it out of play.
Okay.
Diaz got himself in some trouble. He undercut Elvis Wilson, who was down.
Okay, no. I think that should have been a card there from Diaz.
I mean, he looks so innocent, turning his body into the other player. I don't know why.
No. That should have been a card.
Final stages of this first half.
Waters coming forward.
Thomas trying to switch the point of attack here. This is up over the top, and that is brought down with a hand.
Why is it they're always trying to play onside?
Couldn't quite get away with that one. He may have been offside anyway.
Really?
Regardless, it'll go back to Pacific.
And he hands the ball. So
Yeah.
Get away with that one.
Sir, you do realize your arms are
Will be
longer
given
than your head, right?
handball. So Gray
Yes,
is
exactly.
no hand of God.
You're not Maradona. He was slyer than that.
Gray look sharp though, you know. Turn a piece, look okay.
Yeah, and stabbing the ball, his arm looked sharp too.
It's Hurd again. Josh Hurd now looks in fields from Bilwa.
Well, Sham 6, this is opportunity for let me see if they can win.
Afraid to throw his body around.
But remember, in the Sham 6, Waterhouse should have had more
for
experience
Pacific.
than this team, you
This
know.
argument
You
to
understand
throw
me?
into Waterhouse.
But this team just put together a good amount of players, you know. And out here, pretty much equally in Waterhouse as well. This tournament is also good for these Canadian players as well. It will help them to gain international experience. Yes, that's what I've said, Lee Young, just a while ago. That they are new, but they are rising at such high level. Don't concede before.
Something
just
late
going
in this
off
first
time.
half for either side.
1 minute injury time.
First
All right.
half for both, you'd have to say. The third appearance in this competition for Waterhouse. They've never won a game. And for Pacific, this is their first.
Waterhouse never won a game in this competition.
It's 1 minute added on at the end of this first half.
What? Okay,
Santos
that
going
is a free
down.
kick.
It's enough contact to earn a free kick.
Yeah, it's a free kick in a dangerous area. Yeah, an unnecessary foul as well. Clumsy foul there. When you have 1 minute on the clock, you should never even think of something like that.
Now
That does breed to give away an unnecessary goal, but good clearance, and it should be half time.
Why not send those big center backs forward here?
All right, so that is half time there. So half time for the game so far. Good. It's turning out to be a better game. Started off pretty much one-sided. But Waterhouse getting to their own. The problem is I don't think Waterhouse look comfortable on the ball, you know. I think in order to excel at the higher level, you have to be comfortable on the ball because you want to have time when you can kill the game. I don't think they can kill the game. They keep on making the game go at Pacific space. Every time they slow it down for a little while, they found a way to give it back to them. You know. Yeah. So, but Waterhouse got some chances, and looking sharp. So at least they can go in with that and believe that they can come out and get a lead. Because what you have to understand, guys, it's a two-legged affair, and they need to get a result here. A draw would be okay, but damn, you want to make sure you can go in Canada and get a solid result, you know, like you want to give yourself some confidence, you know. And the first half is okay. They came back into the game.
Agreed.
Why the stadium is empty? Are the tickets very expensive? I don't know, you know. I don't know at all. I was surprised that they don't have so much people because people in these YouTube channels can act like they're supporting everything and they're inside Jamaica. So a good match like this and they did not turn up. I think that's not good for the country, you know. Yeah. So for Pacific Africans, because you said we're gonna get a 3-1, even though we still can get 3-1, but
No, I think this has been very good. I think for Waterhouse's point, they definitely weathered that first 10 minutes, and they've grown into this game. They've definitely had equal opportunities. Some would argue they've had better opportunities, but they need to, if they're going to try to get something from this game, they need to, they really have to get a goal and then defend like their lives depend on it, which they've shown that they can defend. But they are trying to catch Pacific on that high line, and maybe they can. Pacific likes to push up a little bit here, and they're showing that in this game. I do worry about their fitness level. Pacific is going to come in, and they'll have legs that they can come in who are also in game shape. I don't know if Waterhouse can do that. So Waterhouse, they need to get a goal early in the second half to really put the pressure onto Canada. I keep on seeing because we've had this conversation so much time going Canada versus Jamaica versus Pacific. I think if they can get a goal versus Pacific, that works. If you're Pacific, pick up the pace, test Waterhouse's fitness. And there were moments where they've shown that they can stay up to it. But then as this game goes on, I think they should be able to do it. Will the heat be a factor in the second half? Maybe. But then a tired team is one thing, but a fit team getting tired is another. So if I'm Pacific, I'm turning up the pace in this game. Just go pushing, attacking, put their fullbacks, pin them back as much as you can. And then you've got crosses in. You've just not been able to finish them. So if I'm Waterhouse, get something early in this game, in the second half, and then defend and take that result up to Canada. If you're Pacific, just speed up the game and see if Waterhouse will fall into the trap, take the bait, and then they'll be gone on that aspect. So I think that's kind of how it would go on this aspect if I'm looking at it from both sides. But I haven't hated what I've seen from Pacific, but I just think they just need to be a little bit more clinical, especially with their passing. It looks like the organization in the midfield for Waterhouse is causing a little bit of trouble. They have to go wide. I know Bustos is fine with that, but you need to be able to get a little bit more, maybe down the middle, and maybe that's Dixon cutting in, Bustos cutting in, or any of the midfielders cutting in as well. So I need something from Dos Santos for Pacific, but then I also need Bustos and Diaz. Diaz hasn't done anything since he hip checked someone. I need him to do a little bit more in this game if I'm Pacific.
Okay. Shamsik says Pacific is FC is more organized team, JD, and they have resources. Okay, no, we have checked it and we realized that. But remember, the condition of what they normally play on is might not be the same. So all of those things plays into the home team's advantage. So that's why I said Waterhouse should have actually tried to force to get a lead. Good off Waterhouse holding one of Canada's most informed teams and their league leaders. All right, yes, TikTok, that is accurate. Waterhouse don't look out of place. Technical ability poor, but they create. But I'm saying, Karim, that's why I said the build-up play is very much important too, because a lot of people don't understand how much chances build-up play can give you, but it also work down the opponent. So if you keep on going direct, sometimes it drain you. And that is my biggest problem with most of these footballers that when I do watch them. You have good players, you have players that's looking solid, but it's just the style. So it has to be the coaching causing these problems. Like, why you have to keep the players, they're not going out there and trying to play the way you're letting them play. You have to be a little bit more organized, man. Not much promotion done. Yes, they should have done much more promotion. I saw Canada promoting it almost a month ago, Africans, around a month ago. But yet still Jamaica never promoted it. Wow. Linkman, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. I think Waterhouse lost on penalties. The last time they entered
the
the
competition.
competition. Okay. Were tickets even sale? I think so. Because from Canada they did it as a big deal. Nice game so far. Yes, nobody knew the game was playing. Okay. The empty stadium bothers me. Jay Ballen need to get get on their first touch. If you have better coaches, I think those things are going to improve naturally. We need artificial turf. Okay, the game isn't promoted, JD. Okay. So why is it promoted in one country but not promoted in the next? Big up Romard. How are you doing?
Mhm,
If the JPL is so great, why is it that no JPL player goes to a top league straight? Look at the Costa Rica youth straight to Nottingham Forest, always going to third. But Ramoy, that is it. Ramoy is just you have to just understand. It's just so the way we express things. You know,
mhm,
you're gonna get it always, but reality, certain standards we're just not at. You will get
mhm.
the anomaly at times. That's all.
Speaking
Yes,
of
guys.
move, yeah. Sorry. So speaking of movement, I just saw a tweet that another CPL player is going to MLS, Lowell Wright, maybe
Mhm.
moving to the Vancouver Whitecaps. So it's a Canada move, but CPL York 9 going up to the Whitecaps. If it goes through, that's a good move for him. I think not many strikers there, and he could definitely maybe carve out a spot on that team. So if that goes through, congratulations, Lowell Wright. I hope. Mhm. But yeah, movement. Good for them.
Okay, okay. Yes, man. I know. I was the one that made people know that the game going on. I know that. I know that. I remember. You don't see anybody covering or anybody announcing that it's playing. You get me? Yes. But we had kept pace on it from day one because remember this is a tournament that we wanted to follow, and because we want to learn more. A bunch of it's sad. It's sad, man. It's sad. It's sad. And that's the sad thing. It's like they're not trying to attempt to. They're not attempting to maximize their profits. It's like they don't even
Mhm.
care. Come on, man. Sell the
Which,
game. Tell whatever
yeah,
players them tell them.
it's
It's a
funny
big
because
game.
it's like they could if they made money off the gate, you could invest that into your. Oh, never mind. You just want transfer fees. That's right. That's right. My bad. Let me stop talking
Uh,
with my
that,
grandiose ideas.
Yes, because they're just looking at the main outlook rather than trying to get it from everywhere because it can always be someone. JD, that's why I love your channel because football is a honest man's game. You can't deny talent, as you say. It is not people stopping get a youth. No, no, no. It is not people stopping get a youth. Never. I never ever even look at it like that. And that's what the conversation that we had before with the brother that came in talking about racial thing. I just said put it in context, and he refused to put it in context because he wants to put it one way. To look at it, he wants to look at it. He doesn't want to learn, and nothing from any other person. And I think that's the same when it comes on to these things. They're just not trying to maximize nothing, you know. Because this is a big opportunity for you to sell and drum up excitement for the game to get some money, and then you have a big empty stadium. Come on, man. Yeah, we can't talk so much. Look how much people come from Jamaica. They're on YouTube every day telling people this and telling people that. Come on, man. Take a time out and and go there and support a team. Even if you don't support the team in real life, just go there and spend the money and watch the Canadian team. Then if you don't like the Jamaican team, and support the football. But this look like it's gonna be a tough thing. We have to sell football a little bit more in the country, and they have to sell football as well too. You know, in order for we to be a footballing country, we have to take it serious. You can't shortcut anything. You know. You can't shortcut anything of this. Go at it structurally and put your money down there, get the right personnels in, because that technicality will not come unless you start upgrade the players them that you're playing around. So the JFF, not JFF, the JPL will have to bring in some players from Argentina, like what you saw people doing. You saw Canada bringing in players from all over. You understand me? You saw um 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 Canada bringing players from all over. You saw in Dominican Republic they're bringing players from all over. Haiti they're bringing players from all over. So these are the things that Jamaica need to find a way to start replicate, and you have to find a way to get money from everywhere in order to replicate it. You understand me? The corners, I didn't check it. Let me try and see if I can get the accurate reading on the corners. Because the reason why I don't really follow up these stats. Sometimes it go a wire. All right, so they're not giving us any stats. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stay on the screen and see if it presents itself, and then I can give you Alex Martin. So you have to wait a little bit longer before we can give you those information. It normally would have showed up on the screen, but I've missed it. So we have one more off to go. All right, thanks very much, guys. We need what 37 more likes to 100. So if you're just coming in, please do smash that like button. But what I want you to do for me is subscribe to the channel. Yes, that is very much important. We need like 60. No, how much you need? We're at 58 now. 558. We need to go up to at least uh 570 subscribers on this video for us to feel good that we did a good job, because I know people will turn up later and still support it. Water's doing it really well. Yeah, it's a balanced game. Water's created some good chances, yeah, but I still want them to be more involved in the game, not pitchy patchy. If you're the better team, I think you should not always subject yourself to pitchy patchy. You should try and always give a good solid display for 20 minutes in each half. Not lose 25 minutes out of the half. Um okay, someone in the chat, if you're counting it, let him know how much corners Watos had in the first half. Let me see if I can get the statistics here. I'm not seeing the statistics here, and I don't think it would have been right, so that's why I didn't want to use it. Huh? What you said,
It's
African?
Concacaf. I said it's Concacaf. We went from the women's Zeros instance to Concacaf. 2 weeks. We'll see them accurate in 2 weeks.
JD, do you think that the Caribbean leagues would benefit from a super league? So instead of individual leagues like JPL, you have a super league like they wanted to create in Europe. It could benefit. It could benefit. It could benefit. All right. So second half coming up,
Experience to
guys.
this level, this being their third appearance, the
Corner
most
Pacific 4,
among
Waters
all
3.
Jamaican sides.
All right. Thanks for that.
Will it be Waterhouse
I don't
to
know.
carry
Like
it?
that could work, but the issue is going to be, can you
Get a goal
create
here
it in a way where it makes sense for them to be there?
Crucial away
Right?
goals. Counts as just a little
Why
bit
leave
more
a league?
tiebreaker.
You have to have
Used
playing
all the way up
fear,
until
and
the final
you
here
have
in
to have a
Concacaf
playing
League.
system for that to work. A free playing system for just the ballers them.
And that's
There's
money.
the whistle. Away we go. 45 more minutes from Kingston, Jamaica. No subs for either side. Same 11 at start
Yes,
of the game.
Sian, yes, that is accurate as well. But we're clearly showing people that we are not a footballing culture, We are football players, but we're not a footballing culture. I won't even change that.
Gianni Dos Santos. Elvis Wilson steps in to clear it away.
A good game. What we expect from Waterhouse. Create chances.
Make some big stops in the first half. Same can be said for Kamar Foster on the other side. Dada Luke.
Good pace. Pacific came out at.
And does. Pacific can hold on to the ball here. Dixon. Floated forward. The run of Josh Hurd. That ball did go out of play. It'll be a throw and all the way in that attacking third for Pacific. Tried to take it quickly, but I think the ball was still on the field. James Merriman has to be pretty pleased about that first half. I think both coaches would have to be maybe tighten the screws a little bit defensively. Aside from that, both sides able to create some good opportunities.
Bradley Morgan. That's not a hard conversation for me.
Turnovers. You can see Aparicio pointing to his sock that now has a big hole in it.
Okay, Pacific players complaining that the referee not
Yeah.
giving them any calls.
Welcome to Concacaf, boys. It's your first time here.
Here's Bustos. Canadian
I
international.
think a goal will come in the
Bustos.
next 10 minutes. Yeah.
Dada Luke. He's the square ball.
Either Waterhouse will score on the break, or Pacific will score a
overlap. A low cross in. Waterhouse able to defend that pretty easily. And it's Hurd. Hurd trying to get to the end line, cuts it across, looking for Diaz. It's stabbed out of play. Cocking's coming over. It's a corner kick for Pacific.
TikTok said make no sense. You can't even afford to properly fund a local league, but a more expensive region league would be better. It would be better, TikTok, because other people would have actually came on, and other investments would have been on it as well. So you'd have a playing system there already set up for that reason. You'd have more sponsors.
Away by Foster. Bustos trying to get the shot away, and it's over the bar.
Waterhouse need to work
I think
out
if
this.
you're a team,
big time player in this attack.
If you're a league in the Caribbean, though, you have to ask yourself, are you the end result for your players? If you are, then create the infrastructure to keep them there. If you're not, you need to find a feeder league that you can say, hey, we can give you these players and sell that on and give that to the next player so that then they can sell them on. Example, if Jamaica, the JPL decided CPL, we're going to feed you with some upright talents, and then CPL teams then sell them. You get the sell-on clauses and the clauses after that because you feel that they can develop. Those leagues have to make that decision on whether what they want to be there. Because, yeah, to that extent, a bigger league could be beneficial, but then also problematic because the finances of this, not every team can do that. So then you're really playing for the top leagues. I think federations-wise have to really ID what their league strengths are.
Okay, offside.
Hurd was offside.
Okay, a good chance for them for Pacific, but offside.
Look at it.
Waterhouse need to push them back because they are coming up too much on Waterhouse.
Yep.
One more game to go tonight in CONCACAF League. Preliminary round, it's Aguila against Alajuelense, 2020 champions. On the road in this preliminary round. Aguila of El Salvador, Alajuelense of Costa Rica.
Aside from the clumsy one from Foster look okay. Yeah, that was offside. Yes, Stefan, that was offside. So you see, that's what I'm saying. Anytime they speed up the game, Waterhouse struggle. Ooh, 1-on-1 here. And look here, slow response here, and a bad pass from Waterhouse.
Now it's Dos Santos.
Wonderful.
Diaz.
Good save there. Right at Foster.
Dos Santos thought he was going to be slipped in behind.
But the passing out from the back causing us a problem. I think they're going to force themselves in a mistake.
His youth career with Club America.
Yeah.
Trickles out of play. Giveaway. It's going to be a corner kick. Time on loan, though, for Diaz at Necaxa Atlas.
The pressure. Wow. Pacific coming out acting serious.
Third season with Pacific. 26-year-old. It's Bustos who stands over the corner kick.
Good corner.
Head of the way for the near
Clearance,
post.
bad clearance from Waterhouse there. Pacific still stay on the ball.
Possession time here for Pacific. Ukambilwa
To work it
up over the
inside.
top.
Ooh, what a chance.
Headed down. This play still
What a
onside,
chance.
and it's saved away again. Foster dives to his left. It's another corner kick for Pacific
Yeah, the way this
to knock on the door.
Yeah.
I don't know why
this
he
is
boxed
starting to
that.
look like how I thought it would.
Hits up play.
He should have just
Because I thought he
taken
was.
down and
I thought if he didn't box it forward, yeah,
Play this in short now.
I think he
Bustos
felt that the player
back
would have been
post.
offsides.
Batted away, and then he catches it. It was a self pass, and now he tries to distribute quickly. Appeal for handball.
And we lost the
but
ball
Dadaluke will
again.
just
Pacific
continue
coming
on.
in.
Advantage being played. Luke not able
Okay,
to keep
that's a
it, but
free
he
kick.
was fouled.
Well, if they can't get out, if they keep on pushing this to 10 minutes, they're gonna concede. Because the keeper, I don't trust the keeper that much for him to save four my
The
consecutive
outside backs
shots.
tonight for Pacific.
Jamaica shouldn't
His
be
initials
wasting
and his
its
number on his
time
headband.
sending players to Canada unless it's a MLS team. Okay.
Maybe,
The
but
keepers,
I
yeah.
mean,
Play down the line. Luke again on the turn. This ball is kept in play, and it's Aparicio. Time to set his feet and get the cross
And
away.
next
Heard.
chance, ooh, good block there
To
from
bring the header back
Waterhouse.
centrally. Waterhouse get it out clear.
Waterhouse played forward, one person forward.
Collected in the
Damn.
middle.
What kind of plan this
yeah,
man?
Waterhouse is clearly going to try to keep this at 0-0.
Central defense.
It's probably a
Right
plan
out
when you don't
wide.
think your team can match the fitness.
Wonderful
Bustos.
work there.
This has been a bright start to this second half for
The
Pacific.
keeper saving this side becoming
Win a
the
throw in
story
here.
of this game. The more it goes. Yes, because
Waterhouse
they had
is
some early
all out of
chances.
sorts right
Yeah.
now, but they've done just enough to keep Pacific off the score sheet for now. All the way to the back
Ooh,
post, and
another
just
chance
enough
again.
of an intervention to get this clear.
Good clearance on Waterhouse.
Edwards got his foot on it. Bilwa now battling on the far side and comes away with it. He was deemed to have committed the foul. Yeah, just pulling the leg. That'll be enough to draw a whistle.
Waterhouse trying to push forward. Try to work it slow, work it through midfield. That's actually a good little play. Obviously, they have actually advanced, so Pacific will love this.
Loading this forward. Bilwa able to get this away. Still a chance in.
Why hold the ball so long?
James lays it off. It's Ramon Howell. One bounce and into the arms of Callum
And a
Irving.
60-yard shot. Tell him, man.
All that possession for what?
Tributes long downfield, but will connect with Gianni Dos Santos. Cut back for Bustos.
There you go.
Back
Bustos.
for Dos Santos. Flips it in.
Wonderful
Foster
save
able to
again from
punch it away
Foster.
right into the middle, though. And Hurd just over pursued it a bit too much. Back and forth in this second half. His opening 10 minutes.
This should have been this
Plenty.
game to Draxal.
Your teeth into.
We have a good football culture in St. Anne. Okay. Father Webster, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. The game it's 0-0, and it's Waterhouse came out under all sorts of pressure. I don't know if it's a tactic from the coach. I don't know. But this is how the first half started. But I want to say I don't think it's a tactic. I think it's just the intensity as our next team plays.
Bustos.
They just can't match it. That's what we said in the first half. Oh, bad back pass there.
Nice,
One
nice
Canadian
play.
team tries to start
Like
their
that
journey
pass.
to
Good idea, bad pass.
in Pacific. Also a big night in Canadian soccer, the Canadian Championship final.
Cham 6,
is
remember,
tonight.
if we set a plan, we said we were going to do the plan, don't?
Two MLS sides going at it.
Coach looking for
Bradford is
away
down here
goal,
for
JD.
Waterhouse.
Concacaf still using it in these games. Okay. Balaker it's
Yeah.
playing on the Concacaf YouTube channel and it's on S goal. It's, you can go on S goal. Your favorite player, Balaker.
It's floated forward. Chance here for Devoy Gray. Dancing on the ball. Cross.
All right, good cross there for Waterhouse.
There was a foul behind the play. Bilwa was brought down.
And we have a slight injury, but he has recovered fast enough. But Sham 16, this is the only way we can learn, you know. That's why you don't hear me listen to people here say. You know, I talk football because because I was here watching it, you know. Is Bembo on the bench? No. We didn't saw Bembo on the bench. So they have to just work and they have to just work with what they do have. I think you're gonna have a goal in this game, man.
Yeah. By the 65th minute, there'll be a goal. If Pacific can keep up this pressure.
And Waterhouse coming back into the game.
Continues. James was in an offside position. Couldn't play that ball. Long ball is mostly work tonight for Pacific. Can't quite come off there. Space in the middle.
Dude, what are you doing?
Waterhouse, the shot is bouncing wide. Irving able to watch that go out of play.
The keeper, Warren. The keeper.
A little bit of experience for this Pacific side in these
Who impressed you so far from Waterhouse?
Who was on the Vancouver Whitecaps
surprisingly, you know, Waterhouse defense line, even though they got pulled apart easier, I still believe that their centre backs have always impressed me based on a context of Jamaican centre backs. I think they might be some of the more organized centre backs. You know, they can be pulled apart. Don't get me wrong, you know, but I'm just saying they are more organized. You know, so that's something that I'm looking at. The forward definitely look like someone that can hold up the play and push forward as well. So you have a few players looks good, but it's hard to judge this game. Can't lie, JD Waterhouse look terrible. Love for JPL is bad. Okay, John Doe, Jesus Christ, John Doe, why you come here today with the
Dos Santos deflected shot and is pushed over the bar. That ball was knuckling towards goal.
Foster look like he's injured.
Out of his net.
Yo, Jason, it's true though. It's true though.
Foster is in the net, guys. Foster is tied up in the net.
Couple of deflections taking
a good amount of saves Foster made today. You know? Yes, man.
Again, Dos Santos continues.
Will I play? Will is
look
like Foster is injured. Foster tie up in the net star. He's working hard today, you know? Hard, man. Because those are deflective the deflections, you know. So the fact that he still got a hand to them, we have to give him credit, man.
Marcel Gale. He doesn't have to go to his bench.
JD, one day I'll watch a Jamaican match and the goalkeeper won't be everything we talk about. One day.
No. I said it. And people took me for granted when I said it doesn't matter which team Jamaica plays, the goalkeeper always become the man on the talk about. Always. And believe me, Foster might be the talk about today. Foster put in a good shift. Bring on
Goes
Breadback.
again.
No,
We'll
no,
stand
no, no,
over
no, no,
this.
no. If Breadback, come on, Breadback not
Good
saving
service
him.
on corners
A
tonight.
deflective chances them in, so we have to give the guy credit too. Waterhouse doing well with their B
Still
team.
slips it in. Foster in traffic.
What an next chance!
And this eventually
Okay.
bounces out of play. We'll be out for a goal kick.
So Foster down again.
Foster was coming through a bunch of players there at the top of the 6-yard box.
Look how
Be
look
like a goal kick
no
was
look how
signaled.
unprofessional we are. Look how the
Again,
players them and Waterhouse
that was
across
in
the
the area.
goalkeeper.
You can look at Foster once again.
You saw that just a while ago, fans. The Waterhouse players them
Headed
crossing the
here.
goalkeeper. The goalkeeper came out because you weren't going to win the game. The ball
Looks
is
for
a
that
good.
back
It's a
post
good
and
come out here. Oh no! Oh, he should have claimed a
be
little
able
bit
to
better, but
slide in
he
and
still
push that
came out.
over the line.
They said he's 29. He's 29. The left back cover well for Waterhouse. So no. So you're saying no. But remember no Thomas. So that's a B team. I think I catch up me kind of. Like most goalkeeper, the goalkeeper man of the match. Yes. 29. They said. Let's see if Waterhouse can have a next spell
Foster
in this
back to
game.
his feet.
Yo, faster. Africans, watch what will happen. You're gonna see a simple chance go to faster, and look what the complication will be. Believe me. He will save all of these great chances, but I have no faith in him when a simple ball come to him.
They're going to play the ball back to him, and he's going to miss it. And then he'll roll in and be like, you can save everything. But then that will happen. Yeah, that's
Some wonderful save, and then you just let in a easy one. And Jamaicans will not let him off the hook, because I can tell you now, Amal Knight
It'll be a
performed
goal
well
kick
in
here to
Suriname,
restart play.
and he
Foster,
conceded a goal, and up to this day, people still bashing Amal Knight.
whatever just happened there.
Faster and Akat Nutrition. Oh my God, you're the disrespect. At least the guy making saves. You out here talking about the guy is not in shape. Oh my God.
Touched out of play. Another throw in for Pacific.
John Doe, they haven't played a game from since the 2nd of July. Now we are at the
Much going
27th.
forward in this half for Waterhouse. The one opportunity denied by Irving. He's played a pretty strong game in goal. Aparicio. Diaz and now Dada Luke. Didic under pressure. Norjaguer go all the way back to Irving.
A long ball from Waterhouse.
Distribution right down the middle, and it's turned over.
Man, this is going long, my God.
Bradford plays it infield. Now gets it back. Luke right on his back. Now it's Binns. And his cross floating out of play. Another strong defensive sequence here.
Jamaicans
for
need
Pacific.
better jersey. Too tight for some man. Okay. What team top of coaching? It should be Mount Pleasant. But then they never said he got a job. He made a gentleman's agreement. So we have to wait until it's completed. Do you see a style or pattern of play?
That's called
where
Solari.
you
For
Africans,
Waterhouse.
Pacific not winning the game, you say can't.
I know, but
So
they're
can't-
defending. But they're defending well. I'm not. JD, really?
Side.
I'm just
This
troubling. I'm
man.
just troubling you.
This
Thomas.
man trying to trouble bring drug. Look,
And Irving got a hand to it.
Ooh.
Needs a little
What
bit
was
more
this?
clearance now. Up over the top, Bradford. It's touched out of play. You could hear on the mic that Irving said he lost it in the light.
Bradford,
Get just
Waterhouse got a good chance there.
Bradford having to make a pretty special play, as Gray was the intended target.
Was that Simon Preston?
JD, they should be well rested for this match. No
Bradford
excuse. No. I'm
here
not
at
giving
the
excuse.
end. His
Just
left
telling
foot
people
slip
that they
out
have
from
not
underneath
played
him.
for a while.
Now space again for Waterhouse to exploit.
Waterhouse,
Bradford calling for it.
okay, Bradford
Bradford's in
alone. Let's see what they can
space.
do. Oh,
He
the
cuts
guy
it
put it
back.
back.
That's
Oh my
cleared away.
God,
The
Bradford put it
Erziger.
back there.
Imagine
Yes,
having
guys,
like
smash the
you
like
guys.
button and subscribe. Put
It's
it back there. You should have put it
Build-up
on
has
target,
been really
man.
strong tonight from Waterhouse. That final
Damn,
touch is
that's a
not
good
quite
chance
been
for
there.
them.
Howell
it is.
Oh, a bad cross there.
cleared away. And now
Ooh, this is
Aparicio.
a break. Let's see.
Howell
Good
closing
recovery.
quickly.
Wonderful
Covers so
defending
much
there for
ground in that
Waterhouse.
midfield.
Because that would have be literally a chance there for Waterhouse. For Pacific. An empty chance. So good recovery from Waterhouse.
Yeah, coach needs to make some changes soon because these teams look like they are a little bit spent.
Simpson. Now
Waterhouse putting one
Edwards.
back in the box.
Having space to get the
Good
cross
clearance
away.
from Pacific.
Headed clear.
Pacific trying to go forward. Good recovery from
Now all of a sudden it's
Waterhouse there.
Pacific that's pinned into their own half, having to do quite a bit of defending. Howell. Look at all that space on the near side
Yeah.
for Damian Binns. Cuts
They're
it
getting
across.
so much space, but they're not controlling
Again, it's
the way
there
they play
defensively.
it in the box. So it's not effective.
Yeah,
Substitution for Pacific at this point.
Howell.
What's up with this
That
big wild
big
kick
goal
for
kick.
no reason?
I don't know.
It's like if they give these guys a 35 yarder, the only thing they try to do is just blast the ball. What about your other
Yeah.
teammate? That is selfish play, man.
JD, once you saw Rudiger do it one time for Chelsea, everybody thought they were Rudiger. So let's
Daniels will be coming on. 20-year-old from the Netherlands, replacing Marco Bustos.
Okay. I like
20-year-old from the Netherlands. Look at that. Why we can't do them stuff there?
Daniels, who
You know.
grew up in the PSV and Utrecht.
Remember to subscribe to the channel so you
Academies
can
in the
get. Yes, man. Yes,
Netherlands.
man.
Also spent time on loan
We're gonna.
with Sassuolo.
Ooh,
His first
what a
touch on the
chance!
field. It's
Oh.
a shot and a save by Foster.
I have to be honest. You know, that is a
Nearly right onto the
that
field
is-
and right onto the score sheet.
That should have been one.
Oh, the pass
You
to
gotta
the
that
finish
should
midfield.
have been
better.
one. I'm very sorry. Pacific should have finished that chance. That is a chance.
Daniels trying to make his presence felt right away.
That's a clear chance. Yeah.
Mauricio through the middle. Foster off his line.
JD, please tell Oil
Dixon.
he playing
Able to
football,
keep it.
not rugby. Yes, man, it's
Moves it
a
out wide
big
for
wild
Hurd.
kick, man. Then we have
Cross
Nicky's
comes
checking in.
Tried to let it run through as Daniels.
Nicky. You're gonna make people beat me up, you know.
Continue to come now for Pacific. Long shot. Is taken in by Foster.
Foster is the hero. Yeah. And we are here. We are looking at Waterhouse playing Pacific in the Concacaf League. We had scheduled this one for a long time, so we had to stay up to get it done. Sian, you see, your lady might make me get beat up, you know. You understand? My make Sian beat me up, you know. Oh, what a chance! What a chance! There, oh my God, that's wasteful, man. Both teams wasteful in this game with some brilliant goalkeeping.
Yeah.
Daniels. Jordan's pass off the mark.
What was a mega change now?
Dos Santos, a sliding challenge will end that run.
Topper better not come with the foolishness because Mount Pleasant fans will have his head in no time. Well, let's see. It's
like something in the eye there of the captain, Jamar Dixon.
Okay, so anytime Nikki put on this one, she in a feeling good
this will be a
style,
foul, setting up a free kick for Waterhouse. Looks like 2 subs coming. 24-year-old Zan Hilton will be coming on alongside Andre Leslie. Von James, Shaquille Bradford will be replaced. Andre Leslie, who has been with the club since 2014, make his second Concacaf League appearance. Remember, he scored the hat trick in that Concacaf League playoff to take down Bayamon.
The team doctor.
Free kick. Lifted in, Irving.
We're not doing this, JD.
Huh?
We're not doing this, JD. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
I've not said anything else. I just said the team doctor and African saying all sorts of stuff. What did I say, African?
You said the team doctor, sir. And I read between the lines, sir. Sir.
I just said I'm the team doctor. That's why I saw a lot of these guys getting injuries every single time, you know? Yeah. The team doctor should dress appropriate, you know? Terrible dressing, you know?
Comes centrally, and this tipped over the bar by Foster. He was taking
Where's
no chances,
Africans?
but got curled out of play on the cross. Be out for a goal kick.
Stop it.
All he could to put
JD,
that ball.
I'm going to say it's the CONCACAF stream. Basically, been that for like the last 5 minutes. So I'm trying to stay safe.
I Africans, how much funds Pacificas?
Played ahead for Leslie. He comes off his line.
They have a good amount. Their stadium is about 6,000 full, and they'll probably pack it, so it'll be a full 6,000 stadium. It's a very intimate stadium. It's a bit narrower than your standard size. The same way that like the Hamilton Stadium was a little bit narrower. It's a little bit narrower as well. So that is something that will come to play when it comes to playing them there.
Shots currently 11-8 in favor of Pacific tonight.
So a good amount to save today, man. We need a goal for our time.
Someone better score. At this point, I don't care who. Someone just needs to score.
Plenty of shots on target as well. 7 for Pacific and 5 for Waterhouse.
Yeah. I think the game has already sold out, something like that.
They've all been up to the challenge tonight.
People support you a little bit more, you know?
Should be an interesting second leg.
And that's why when I'm talking, you know, people like to get in their
Starlight
feelings.
Stadium, Langford, British Columbia.
What about Africans?
I'm trying to celebrate preemptively whenever they have a dangerous attack. So I'm trying to beat the goal, but it seems like I won't be getting that.
Okay, you're trying to get the pretty chunky. That's what you're trying hard for.
JD, I don't want that crown. I don't want that crown. I just want the win right now, okay?
Quite a few games coming as well for Pacific. in the coming days.
What else does they do it
weeks.
from half counters? They market their product. Yes. Jason, I'm telling you, before this game played, they were already marketing the game. And I'm saying this is a joke.
All the way to the
So
outside.
now to see
Daniels
nobody in the
couldn't track
stands.
it down. We're in the final quarter of an hour. There'll be an opening goal in this opening game of Concacaf
The
League
game will
here in
look more
2022.
organized. Everything. This look like a pre-season game. All right. Well, let's see the next one then. Canadian Championship later tonight.
Yeah.
Toronto versus Vancouver.
Yeah. That starts in 20 or an hour, about an hour's worth of time. So
Ramon Oil with a screamer to win it late. Someone
Yasmin, I
says
hope
goal.
you're right. I hope you're right, Yasmin. I hope you're right because I need.
Well,
something
Yasmin
to
is
celebrate.
faster than everybody. Okay, Yasmin get a shot on
Daniels.
target.
The whole play up. He was fouled. Trying to go quickly. Never got his hand down on the ball to stop it from rolling. Have to bring this back. Sounds like Pacific ready to make a couple of more substitutions as well in the coming moments. Here's Hurd. Gets the cross away and the shot.
Good
Good
chance
one. It was
here.
on target again from Diaz, but not able to beat Foster again.
No, Yasmin, stop the bag of goal if it's not goal. Every time Yasmin say goal, it's a shot on target.
Let me dream, but true. Yeah, that needs to stop.
Another.
There's Dixon. Dixon takes the volley on. It's deflected shot towards Foster.
JD Pacific coach look like Arteta.
Yasmin, you're 2 posts away at this point.
Yes, man. Yasmin will get exactly what
Daniels, no doubt, is
Yasmin
about
looking for.
more of a physical presence into that front line as Irving holds on to this. Came onto the field for Marco Bustos, who was much more of a creative presence.
The yellow card for Pacific here.
Aparicio. Cross driven through, but
Okay.
locked down, and then he commits a foul.
Yeah, that's definitely a card.
Seems like Elvis Wilson has been on the end of quite a few heavy challenges tonight. That one notwithstanding, and it will be a yellow card as well for Manuel Aparicio. Don't want to start racking up yellow cards in this competition.
And guys, as it's finished, I'm finished. Remember it's
Like some Pacific subs
3:42 in the morning.
10 minutes to
So,
go.
I have to go to bed. I have to get up in 4 hours.
I hope this stream is worth it, so you can at least get a goal.
Out wide and does. Flag is up for offside on San Hilton.
But at the end of the day, we still got a chance to watch the teams, and we said we were going to watch it.
Pacific.
I think maybe one person might sneak it.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Oh. Every
Mauricio
time
got
Waterhouse
his foot
touch
in
the
there,
ball,
win it back. Diaz.
it's a problem.
Quick ball out to the left. It's Gianni Dos Santos. Tries to cut it in field. Dos Santos.
Wonderful
it back.
break here.
The cross comes in.
Ooh,
Heard.
ball control.
And the shot runs out of play. Just kind of threw his right foot at it.
He should have left it.
Yeah. Miscommunication.
Santos making things happen on the far side. And now there will be two subs coming on. The first one will be Matthew Baldissimo.
There you go, Baldy.
Captain's armband will go to the goalkeeper. As Jamar Dixon comes off.
Jamar Dixon, a Jamaican, right?
Third subs here in this second
Jamaican Canadian, yeah.
window. Yeah. The other player coming on will be Sean Young, replacing Alejandro Diaz. Young, the 21-year-old, his third season with Pacific, local player from Victoria.
Their fans,
from
best
nearby
hope
Vancouver.
that the coach don't like that. The girls said Sabina Park
Young,
not good,
though,
but
playing with
it was my favorite
Victoria
field
Highlanders.
when I played in Jamaica. Okay.
Played soccer
Is this the group stage? Yes, I
Columbia,
think this is the
Vancouver
group
Island, to be
stage,
more
right?
specific,
Africans. Like every round
entire
from this
life
is 2 legs,
do it on
and
the
you have to go
Concacaf
down to
stage.
6. Yes. So it will be
Very
the group
much.
stage. It is the group
Baldissimo
stage.
came up in the Vancouver Whitecaps Academy. His 4th season with the club.
And you have to finish in the top 6. 1-1. Tomorrow, when tomorrow, if we get a chance to do streams, maybe it's gonna be very late, very late. If not, then the other day, we're gonna try and cover it.
Trying to cut it
Waterhouse free kick
infield.
in a dangerous
It's a free
position.
kick. Hilton going down. It'll be a set piece for Waterhouse. And in these late stages, not exactly what you want to concede in these sorts of areas. One bad bounce of the ball, and it can all be undone here. Damian Binns ready to send this in. Binns, the header comes on and straight out of play.
I just feel like somebody will clip the last 7
Push.
minutes.
Referee
1-0.
wasn't having it. Keithy Simpson got his head on that cross.
Well, TikTok, we explain it. It's
Here's
still
Hurd.
a little
Touching
thing
a
what
tight
I'm talking
space.
about, but big man. I explained to him
Hurd,
that is a 6. You have to finish in this final 6,
it clear.
and you only have
Back
2
in the
legs,
middle,
back and
nothing
forward, and
doing
you're
again.
out.
Young is deemed to have committed the foul.
TikTok try be leader very hard. No, time anybody correct him with what he said, he tries to avoid it, but he wants to correct everyone. Thank you very much, TikTok.
All lofted forward. Taylor Jaguar. Waterhouse trying to play keep away, it seems, at this point.
Yes, because they're okay with the draw.
Lofting balls forward, just trying to hold play up. Pacific trying to disrupt that. They feel like they can score a goal in this game. They won't do it in that facet, though. Daniels another foul. Right to the back there of Keithy Simpson.
So Pacific trying to go for it, and Waterhouse trying to stop them.
Yeah, because in a way, goal is worth so much more. They need the game more than anything. But Pacific is playing, I think, at the pace they need to get this out to a draw. and make it everything there.
Ball is Howell. Still able to keep it. Now it's Hurd. And Pacific can look upfield. Sean
Pacific
Young.
on the break.
Dos Santos.
So Waterhouse can break on this one. Let's see what Waterhouse will do.
It's 3-on-3 as they come into the attack.
Bad
Leslie
control.
just left it behind him and loses out.
Waterhouse can start it out like a fire and then
Dos
drop off.
Santos.
Yeah, you can't be a firehouse when you're a Waterhouse, right?
And now it's Young.
So Pacific on the break.
Time on the ball here for Pacific as they look to find a goal that could prove to be the difference in this opening leg. Second leg of this preliminary round next week. Vancouver Island.
Okay, good defending there.
Nothing to do there for Daniels. Gray battling with Didic. Didic is deemed to have committed a foul. Gray
Really?
is down.
No, it's
Really?
just a more physical human being. You try to fight the man.
How is that?
The referee.
Sir, you.
I think Waterhouse want the extra points. Waterhouse not trying to go for the win the game at all. I'm very sorry. Waterhouse not trying to close out the game. Waterhouse want this to be a draw at this position.
Probably.
Yeah.
9 shots on
And so
target in
they
this
give
game.
themselves something to play for in the final game.
Pacific. 2 from Alejandro Diaz.
Who
2
did that?
from
That was a
Gianni Dos
terrible
Santos.
touch. A poor pass, but the touch, the worst ever. Berbatov impersonation. Oh
Not
my
been
God.
able to break through yet. Still time left to go. But time is no doubt left to go.
So guys, would you take off a few of these guys off the
Also a chance to potentially
the
steal their
Waterhouse
first
team to
ever
put
win
in the
in
national
this
team
competition.
to play the upcoming friendly? Let me know in the comment section. That is the one that we want to ask. We have a few minutes left, and then we're going to finish the show instant. As the game finishes, we're
That was
done.
in 2019. They beat Herediano in penalty kicks. As now we're into the 90th minute. Still get a few minutes for stoppage time. Been a few stoppages in this second half, including this one.
JD, which friendly are you referring to again?
The friendly, you know what I'm talking about. The friendly that you said will
Damien
not
Binns
happen.
again.
Just in case the friendly happens.
Service they were looking for.
You know, dreams have been made for less.
Dada Luke.
Pacific trying to go forward. Got
Mauricio will throw this
story
back
in around
quickly.
20 yards in. 3 minutes extra time and then we're done. So Waterhouse just need to survive 3 more minutes.
Now they'll take their time. Dada Luke comes forward. Trying to make the most.
And this is a good result to go in the final game and give it your all.
Yeah, definitely.
And Waterhouse could afford to draw the game if this finish as a draw and still go through.
Bad pass.
Didic. Dada Luke. Touchdown to play.
All right, guys, we're going to cut out the fake scores, all right? Just respect the program.
Waterhouse content at this point. See Marcel Gale saying to slow things down, but maybe they can make the most of these last few seconds. Dada Luke,
Number 23, Number 23 has been one of the best players in the park, you know. He's like a rock in a Dada Luke.
Okay.
Now it's Dos Santos.
Oh my God, he's strong.
Something at the end for Pacific. Their inaugural match here in Concacaf League. This cross towards the end line.
So a corner.
And it's out of play. It's a corner kick coming
Was
for
expecting a
Pacific.
0-0 draw. Well,
I thought there'd be goals. What are you doing? Oh, that made my day. That made my
Santos
day.
preparing to send this in. Big moment here at the end. So Santos, the in-swinger.
Ooh.
It goes past the line, but Didic has committed the foul on the goalkeeper. Foster was able to hold on to it.
Foster in the goal
Put
sitting
it
down.
right where it needed to be.
Foster got laid down for 3 minutes, you know, so this is
Foster
over.
was fouled. Here it is again. And Foster did just hold on to that before Didic got to it.
Oh, ironic, the channel who don't care about local football is covering this game. we care about local football, man. It's just people just give us a bunch about bad name, you know. All right. Oh Lord.
Yeah, this game's done.
Yeah, I'm just talking about it.
No, JD. All I'm going to say is there was a player on the bench who was how should I put this in a way that makes sense? Gazing towards a direction, and I laughed.
Oh, gazing towards the doctor's direction.
A direction. I didn't say it was. I said a direction. You, sir, said the doctor's direction. So where your mind at, JD?
Gray will be coming off. Here is Romain Blake, who played under Marcel Gale at the Concacaf Under-20.
So Romain Blake coming in for the last 2 seconds.
Jamaica left a lot to be desired in that competition. And hoping to get something out of this one. As well past the minimum of 3 now. Might get a few more ticks here.
Probably.
Wikipedia has Waterhouse looking like a Jamaica monster team. Well, they are based on. JD, you have more people in the chat than the stadium. Well, you know how it go. We're building back the army, guys. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We need 10 more subscription. I don't know what for what, but yeah.
How much we play?
This should be game.
That's good. That Waterhouse didn't concede any goals, but still a draw. Make it more easier for the opponent because next game they playing at home.
Lake coming forward again. Go off of last.
Doc is a dolly or a tickers, boy. I don't know, you know. All right, guys. So it has ended. It has ended, guys. 0-0. We're gonna just get let Africans get his fast summary on it, and then we are out of here. All right.
Honestly,
so Africans,
opportunities for both sides. Yeah. Good day. Good night. Good morning, JD. Good morning. No, I think both teams had opportunities and they weren't able to capitalize on them, which is what kind of left the game as it is. I felt like both of them could have scored. Both had clear chances. We had 23 on Pacific, and then you definitely had one. So I think there's definitely opportunities. Both teams definitely feeling it out. I'm curious to see how they play when they play up in Vancouver. I'm wondering how the environment changes that game as well. It is going to be a different environment because it should be probably sold out. But no, Waterhouse definitely grew into this game. I thought their lack of fitness would have been an issue, but they definitely grew into this game and had opportunities. I think if I'm Pacific, I maybe would have made a change faster after about the 65th minute because it looked like all that pressure they were going started to wane. And that's where Waterhouse tried to get some pressure in the second half. But overall, Waterhouse definitely defended well. They got nothing. Now they just need a goal away. As long as it ends tied with goals, they're moving on. If you're Pacific, you're going home and you feel like you can win any game there. So both teams should feel confident going to the next game. I still like Pacific in that game, but I've seen stranger things happen. But overall, a good match. I wouldn't say a great match. A good match in terms of kind of seeing what they were doing, but a lot of missed opportunities. My auntie would be disappointed. There'd be a lot of waste on the plates, and she'd be upset that no one finished anything.
JD, you wanted to seem that you know a lot. This a knockout competition. The loser of the series get knockout. TikTok. We know that TikTok. I've covered that a long time. TikTok is 4 in the morning. All right. I can't curse with you today. So guys, bless up, and we are going to try and chop up a video tomorrow. If we get enough time, but if not, the other day. So thanks everyone for coming in. We are going to just sign out right now. All right. So see you in the next one, guys. Thanks yet again. Make sure to subscribe. You never subscribed before, so make sure you subscribe now. All right. Peace out.